Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ironman Terminator. In today's video, I'm going to be grinding all the way from a brand new Ironman profile to a Terminator, one of the best bows in Hypixel Skyblock. This means that I'm going to have to do Diana, I'm going to have to do Dungeons, I'm going to have to do Enderman Slayer, obviously, I'm going to have to do all the other Slayers. This is going to be a Magic Power guide, it is going to be an all-round early game Ironman guide. And it's going to be a mining guide as well. So if you guys, want to follow along with your own Iron Man series, or you just want something to put on in the background while you grind farming, then this is the series for you. And I would just like to take a very, very quick moment to mention that I now have a creator code on the Hypixel store. You can now use code MODCRAFT to save 5% and help out the channel greatly, because these videos take a very long time to make. So I'd really appreciate it if you'd support the channel. It does mean a lot, and it means I can make more videos like this. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Now, the first thing I plan on doing in this video is, in this series, is unlocking all of the things that are time locked. So I want to unlock the Dwarven mine commissions so that I can do it more efficiently by doing the daily commissions. I want to unlock the experimentation table so that I can unlock enchanting, because I'm going to be needing Last Stand and Swarm and all of those enchantments. And I want to unlock the dungeons so that I can do my daily runs and get more XP. Along with that, I want to start doing a few mini things like, unlocking the chocolate factory, because there is a mix-in that increases your chance of getting a legendary Enderman pet, which I'm probably going to need for the series. I don't really plan on going for a legendary Ender Dragon, we'll see, but, with this series, I'm not really sure, I have an idea of what I want to do, but I know for a fact that over the next, however long this takes, maybe even a couple of months, that things are going to go wrong, things are going to go right, and everything's going to get switched up. So the best I can do is simply work towards getting the items, such as the mining and stuff, and then see how we go along the way. So yeah, the first thing I want to do is go unlock the Dwarven mines. So let's go get a golden shovel, mine up some sand, and then go mine up some lapis and make our way into the Dwarven mines. Now, before I started this video, I did do some research, and by research I mean I went to a random void sepulture, the end lobby, and I just found a random Iron Man player who was looking like they could kill the Voidglooms pretty quickly. I found this guy, and I'm going to basically copy his setup for the time being, until somebody suggests one that's better. He has a Swarm Atom Slit Katana. Obviously, I can't use a Golden Dragon, and he had basically half Last Stand, half Wisdom, and one piece of Refrigerate on his Final Destination armor, so that looks like the kind of thing I want to be going for. Obviously, there are people in the comment sections and the people watching these videos that are way better at Iron Man than I am, and I would love some advice in this series. There are going to be times where I'm going to do things inefficiently or do them wrong, and if you guys want to give me some advice, I would really, really appreciate it. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Now, if you guys have seen any of my videos before, then you will know that the most efficient way to get mining level 12 to unlock the Dwarven mines is to actually get a efficiency 3 gold shovel, which is very easy to get. All you need is obviously the vanilla way you would get efficiency, and then just go to the enchanter and buy some XP bottles, and then you want to just mine here. As you can see, every single piece of instant mined sand is giving me 3 mining XP, so this is very much the easiest way to get it in early game. So yeah, just would recommend this, a little piece of advice. There's going to be so many tips and tricks along the way through this video, so if you guys are new to Skyblock, you're going to be learning a lot, so trust me, you want to stick around. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is obviously get the 15 resources. I've chosen to do lapis. There is some people that were telling me that redstone might be easier because you can buy it from the NPC. I disagree, because lapis is something I'm going to need for enchanting bottles, so that I can level up my enchanting, because obviously I can't buy it from the bazaar, and, I'm just going to need it in general, so I figured I might as well do this, and to be honest, the efficiency and the rates aren't that much slower. It doesn't take that long in general, so yeah. I just went over here, mined 15 lapis, and now I should be ready to do the quest. Okay, so now that I'm ready to do the quest, there's actually a few things I need to do in the Dwarven mines. The first thing is obviously access to mining, because, you need a mine to get all the lapis and everything that you need for the Terminator. But the second thing I need is combat 15, and I like to do this through glacites. People tell me that you can either do Enderman or whatever, and it can be kind of better, but in my opinion, glacites is the easiest and best way to do it. I was having some trouble with finding a good lobby though, mostly because I was streaming this, and I'm going to be streaming most of the content on this series, so if you want to check it out, I just stream on YouTube. But I was having, there's a lot of stream snipers coming in here and killing my mobs, which was taking forever. But yeah, I did my dailies, I did my glacites, and I got to combat 15. Because the way glacites work, you hit them with a pickaxe and you do 100x damage, so that's something to keep in mind. It's actually pretty easy to kill them, and honestly, it doesn't take that long to do it realistically. I don't think it's that long. It might just be because it was I was streaming at 2 o'clock in the morning and my brain was low-key fried. But yeah, so just do that. As you can see in chat, found your lobby, yeah, I was gonna stream snipe from day one. But yeah, so just gonna do the very basic things, mine 50 mithril, do an event or two, and then I'm gonna be getting combat 15 because that is my main goal right now. Okay, so As you can see, I do have 1,000 XP levels. Now, part of that stream sniping was people kept splashing me with XP. There's not really anything I can do about that. And, I mean, XP and Iron Man's kind of annoying. So, you know, like, it's a little tiny thing. All it's going to do is just increase the speed the profile grows at by, like, the tiniest bit. And there's not really much else I can do about this. Like, people are just going to splash me with XP. So, you know, it's just something, you know, like, I'm not super complaining, but it's not something I'm, like, actively going out and trying to do. So, you know, if it happens, it happens. You know what I mean? So yeah, we got the experimentation table up, which is really good because, you know, the faster we can get through these, the faster we can unlock more enchantments, the more damage I can do, and everything involving that, so pretty good. Next thing I'm going to do is, as I am now combat 15, is I'm going to go and do some dungeons. Just going to do some, like, a couple of floor 1, maybe entrance runs, just so I can get some dungeon armor and actually begin. My goal would also be to get, like, a bonzo mask, maybe a bonzo staff, not the biggest priority, and also to get kind of like, you know, like a balloon snake, just some decent armor. The main goal, like the end goal for this, is going to be getting just like Shadow Assassin armor and a Livid Dagger, just so I can do like the early game, like just like spend tier 4 and that kind of thing. And then once I do that, I can move on to doing Voidglooms and move on to like mining and stuff. So yeah, current priority is just like getting to the Voidgloom Slayer and also doing my daily mining commissions and all that kind of thing. So yeah, we're doing a lot of things in little bits because it is just the most efficient way to do it. And it's also good to like get a feel. Like if I do a bit of mining and realize like, hey, like, you know, I just want to like get an idea, because I have not done a lot of these things on Iron Man before, so I don't know how difficult they are and I don't know that kind of thing. So it's good to know what everything is so I can make a game plan and plan around it. Okay, so like I do with every single profile that involves any dungeons, I think that the best weapon in the game for dungeons early game, before like anything before master mode, is a giant cleaver. And I will die on that hill. So what I did is I mined up a little bit of gold. I'm going to craft myself a cleaver, and then I'm going to make it into a hyper cleaver using a little bit of the money I have. Then I can enchant it, obviously using the XP bottles that came out of nowhere apparently, and I should be able to have a decent weapon that can actually do some pretty good damage. Now usually in dungeons, it's kind of hard to deal damage if you don't have dungeon armor already, but the super cleaver, which is a dungeonized item, does so much damage. Like, I know it's only the entrance floor or floor 1, but honestly, like, these floors are the hardest to get into because if you don't have dungeon armor, nothing scales at dungeons. So, yeah, I'm going to show you guys, once I enchant this, like, how good it is, and you're honestly going to be very impressed. It's going to give me access, hopefully, like, all I need is, like, some rotten armor or something. The big tankiness is going to come from getting a bonzo mask, and then from there I can move on to floor 3 or 4. I can, you know, maybe working on getting some dragon armor. We'll see what we want to do. All the way making my way into floor 5 when I can finally get some Shadow Assassin, and from there I don't even really need to do any more dungeons other than getting the ultimate enchants I'm going to need for my armor, but that is a decent distance away, so yeah. Let me get into the entrance floor runs and show you how good this is. Okay, so as you can see, I'm wearing prospecting armor with a bee pet, so all the damage really is coming from the weapon, and if we come over to a group of mobs, I'm trying to get some armor, so let's, oh my, okay, please, just give me like one piece of armor. Like, it's low-key not bad, you know what I mean? Like, it's not great, but in comparison to anything else, I don't think it's too bad. The only thing that could maybe be better is like a Dreadlord sword, but I don't even have one of those, and to be honest, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, like, I'm pretty happy with this. Like, it's genuinely, you know, if I pop my Berserker ability as well, I can like 1 or 2 tap all the mobs, and yeah, like, you guys will see when I get an actual giant cleaver how good this is. It's also going to be good for Arachnes, which is going to be my main money-making method. I've got Combat 15, obviously that's how I'm in dungeons, and that's going to give me like 10 to 15 million coins per hour early game in Iron Man, which is just crazy. So yeah, I should be able to buy all the items I drop, so that's not a concern at all. And yeah, now I can just go into trying to get a bonzo mask and trying to, you know, progress through the profile, because I've done the decent bit of early game setup that I needed to do. This has all taken like 3 hours, by the way. The Glacier Walkers took so long to kill. But yeah, I think it's a decent bit of progress for a 3-hour-old Iron Man profile. Okay, so on my first ever floor 1 run, I got a balloon snake, which is obviously like, you know, I would have preferred if I got like a bonzo staff or like a bonzo mask, but it's still pretty good. So I'll definitely take that. That's very cool to see. So yeah, now I think what I'm going to do is go do my daily mining commissions, because it has been 24 hours since I recorded this. I'm going to go do my daily commissions, hopefully get like Harder Mountain level 3-ish. I'm going to do my my enchanting commissions, and then probably go and do some more floor 1 runs to hopefully get like, you know, a bonzo mask. I don't know if there's much else I want to do. Obviously mining is just one of those things that is gonna, I want to get mining like at least Harder Mountain tier 4 before I do anything involving that, and dungeons is obviously something that I can do right now, so that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, So let's get into it. Okay, so I just realized that I actually was missing one very important thing. Aside from like the mining and enchanting table doing daily, I actually do not have the hunting skill unlocked, and more specifically the way to get shards. And this is kind of important because like you just get shards from genuinely killing things over time, so it would actually be important if, as you can see, my game looks a little bit different. It's because I'm on 1.21, so I can go to the Foraging Island. So what I'm going to be doing is obviously going over there. I'm just going to make myself like a gold axe, enchant it. I think that the best axe early game is like the spruce axe and then eventually the tree capitator, but I'm really going to need like foraging level 12, I believe, to get to the Galatea, so shouldn't be that hard. Just going to grab this, enchant it with like efficiency 5. And then once I'm there, I can also get access to the salts and possibly even like sea loomies. I don't plan on doing like the quest line on Galatea because it does involve like a decent bit of money, which unfortunately I have like 320,000 coins on me, which will not be enough. But hopefully just through the fact that I can like unlock even like the common salts will mean that I can get just over time, like while I'm doing dungeons or whatever, I can unlock the attributes, which is very nice because like the skeletal one, for example, increases range damage, I think by like 20% max, which is like an insane amount. The tank zombie one and the zombie soldier and those ones also give like pretty nice stats, and you can combine them together in the future. I believe there's one for Arachne, and I'm definitely going to be doing Arachne, so that's good to see as well. So yeah, definitely going to be worth doing this, and just one of those things where, once again, like the earlier you do it, like me doing this on day one is going to be very beneficial compared to me doing it even later, so very happy I'm going to be doing it now. It is kind of inconvenient having to change versions. It does make me think that maybe I want to keep playing on 1.21 permanently. It just kind of is inconvenient to like switch versions every time, especially because OBS half the time doesn't even want to like connect. But yeah, I'm gonna go do these quest lines, come back, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, like sometimes OBS just doesn't connect, but I am on 1.8.1.8.9. Holy, we have the salt here, we have some sea loomies. I don't have the collection, but it does give me like a 1% chance, which isn't even that bad. And the most important thing is it gives me access to the hunting skill as well, so that's very cool. And yeah, so yeah, very, very nice. Time to get back to some dungeon gameplay. There's still a few things I want to do. I need to get like an aspect of the end. I need to do some mining. I need to get some dungeon armor. So plenty of things to do. And I guess there's only one way to do it, and that's to get to doing them. I also do need to make some money, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so we have the garden as well. I just realized that like, because I'm Skyblock level 11, I can do the garden. All I want to do right now is just unlock the garden and then place down some potatoes and just kind of over time just slowly grow my potato collection, because the only thing I really think I'm going to need the garden for is like hot potato books. So I'm going to set this up early as well. But that's just about it for the garden. It's probably not something I'm going to like take too much effort into because I don't think I'm going to need that much money, and I'm definitely going to be doing more mining in this series, but it'll be nice to have, and maybe over time I'll need like a little bit of wheat here or something for like a crafting recipe, and it'll be good to have it unlocked. Okay, so right now I'm running some dungeons. The thing is, you genuinely cannot find good parties for like any of the early floors. Like, I'm gonna be so real. Like, I will genuinely spend time off stream trying to find an entrance party or a floor 1 party. It is just impossible. And I can't solo floor 1 until I've done a floor 3 completion, because that's how you get the item to do the solo dungeon run. So it's a bit of an inconvenience. Almost a catch-22 to be honest. So yeah, what I'm gonna be doing is going into these dungeons and trying to, in the future at least, when I can solo them, get the dungeon armor, such as like unstable, from doing those runs. But for now, I just want to get like some XP, you know what I mean? I just like while I am streaming, I want to take advantage of the fact that I can actually get a party in here. You know, maybe we'll go for like interesting, yeah, very interesting. Okay. As you can see, yeah, I just need like level up and stuff. Like, it's kind of the idea. Obviously, as I said, like with dungeons, the main goal here is to get Shadow Assassin armor so that I can do like a tier 2 Voidgloom, and also to get the ultimate enchants, which I guess I need about floor 7 unlock. Well, I guess I don't need Soul Eater, so maybe only like floor 6. But so yeah, I need to do a decent bit of dungeons in this profile as well. So it's good to get it done, you know, right now while I can. The quicker I can get into it, the better it will be. So yeah. Hopefully I get some good drops, but it is only floor 1, so we'll see. Cry over like a penguin? Or are we doing like... Oh my god, I got a Bonzo mask. Hold up. Wait a second. GG. First of all, GG. Second, GG. Thank you, Chortle. Holy crap. Okay, so with that Bonzo mask, it is probably now time to like go and make some money, I realized, because, you know, I can't even afford the 1.2 million coins it's going to cost me to get the Bonzo mask. So the best way to do this, and the way that I will always suggest to all early game players to make money, especially Ironman players, is to do Arachnes. Now, obviously, you can do whatever you want, but to me, it is the best money making method. Doing 10 million damage is like the most important part. I mean, sorry, 10,000 damage, not 10 million. I definitely can't do that. Because that's the damage cap. I made a ton of videos on it, so I'm not going to go over it too much. But if you can find a lobby where getting top 5, like you get top 5 every single time, and they are like skipping the text and everything, and they're doing everything like as efficiently as possible, you can genuinely make like 10, 15 million coins per hour with like a setup that I'm using. Obviously, you will need other people in the lobby, but that's not that rare, especially because people are now doing the tier 5 tarantulas more often, and there's just genuinely like people doing like, maybe they're doing it for money, maybe they're doing it for XP, they're doing it for like spider essence, whatever reason. There's usually like a couple of lobbies that are doing these at a time, so it's not too hard to find it. And yeah, the money is insane. One unfortunate bit is that I don't have a booster cookie, which does mean that I can't get a gold potion, which means that I'm going to do less damage and, you know, just kind of be slower in general. But also, I don't get the scavenger coins, and the coins you get from scavenger are pretty good. Like, you will get like 2,000 coins per kill, which really does add up in the long term, as you can see there, but instead I'm losing all my money. So once I get a gold potion and a booster cookie, it's going to go from like like I'm probably making not a lot of money right now to just making like that 10, 15 million coins very, very easily. So yeah, it's kind of insane. I was in a lobby where we were doing them in about a minute per boss, maybe even like quicker, like averaging like a minute max. That means that we were making like more than 15 mil per hour, like doing the math. Somebody did the math in my DMs and it was kind of crazy. So yeah, keep that in mind, that it's kind of insane for money, and I would definitely recommend it. Now, whether you're an Ironman player or not, I would always recommend you salvage the armor pieces. For Ironman players, it's better because you can like get the spider essence upgrades because you can't just buy essence. And then for normal players, it's better because it actually makes more money to sell the essence to the bazaar than to sell the items to NPCs. But yeah, as you can see, we got a decent bit of soul string here. If we actually sell this, we are looking at a decent bit of money, and especially enough to get the Bonzo mask. I actually checked, the survivability of the Bonzo mask isn't that good. Like, weirdly, like it doesn't give me more than the other armor sets, which was kind of surprising. Like, to be completely honest, I really thought it would be better. Maybe I'm missing something. I haven't fragged it or anything, and you know, I probably haven't really put in chance on it, but I just thought the Bonzo mask would have like more survivability. But maybe I was underestimating rotten armor, you know what I mean? Maybe that's like secretly a really good armor set. But either way, having it in general is a good item to have, and I'm very happy I dropped it because it does mean that realistically I can move on to floor 2. The only real upgrade that I'm going to be making to my armor before like floor, really up until floor 5, is probably just the unstable. That's what I did for the dungeons to Hyperion. I was genuinely just running like unstable dragon, and it was pretty good. So I guess we'll see on this series and see what upgrades I can make as well. There should be better stats overall thanks to the attributes update, but I haven't Ironmaned a lot of attributes, so I'm not sure how to get them, and I guess it's a learning curve for everybody. So yeah, if you're going to be using this initial part as some like early game Ironman guide, then there's going to be plenty of pieces of advice for you, so stick around because it's going to be good. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do now is grind up the money to get a booster cookie. Okay, so a decent bit of time later, probably maybe like 2 hours. I know I did say it makes like 10 mil per hour, but also did mention the fact that if you don't have a booster cookie and a god potion, it is very hard to get top 5. But I can now buy myself a booster cookie, which is very cool. Very, very nice. Very big upgrade. Honestly, like the fact that you can get a booster cookie this early on an Ironman profile is kind of insane. Arachne is just I don't want to talk about Arachne for too long because I always yap on about it, but I genuinely love it as a money making method. All you need is the setup I have right now, and I was making great money. So yeah, this gold potion is so good because it will increase my efficiency in mining, everything but dungeons pretty much. It'll also probably let me one-tap Enderman, which is very cool because I will need an aspect of the end eventually, so that's also something I'm going to keep in mind. But yeah, for now what I want to do, right, is now that I have the gold potion and the booster cookie, I want to go back and I want to grind up enough money to buy another booster cookie. Because obviously right now, like just in case I don't end up grinding more money in the next 4 days, which I don't think will happen, I'll always have the extra booster cookie there so that I can continue making as much money as I am, and I don't have to go back to like the initial money I was making. That was pretty bad. So just like kind of like some safety, you know, like safety precautions for later on. But yeah, Also, I got a grappling hook. I don't know if you guys saw. Because the Arachnes dropped so much string, somebody suggested I buy it, and it was a pretty good option because movement right now is really, really bad. I will have a gold potion soon, but before that, it's horrible. And as you can see here, the first lobby I went into had an Arachne crystal being placed, which is the one you want for tier 2s. So yeah, just all around pretty good. And yeah, it's been a pretty good it's been a pretty good day. I feel like we've had a pretty productive start to Ironman Determinator. I would love some advice though. That is my biggest thing right now, is if anybody is a good Ironman player and they have any advice, I would really, really, really request that you comment it, because this is my first time ever doing something like this. Obviously I did Ironman to Hyperion, but that was just basic dungeons and I know how to play dungeons. So please put your advice in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. Don't forget to use code MODCRAFT on the Hypixel store to save 5%. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye. Oh yeah, and on screen obviously is going to be either the next episode, or if I haven't released that yet, there's going to be 3 movies that I would suggest you watch. They're pretty good. Great background noise. So yeah, let's get on with it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ironman to Terminator. In today's video, I'm going to be grinding from a brand new Ironman profile all the way to a Terminator. That means that in this video, I'm going to be needing to get all the resources required to make a Terminator. If you don't know what that means that this is going to be an Ironman mining guide, an Ironman dungeons guide, an Ironman money making guide, an Ironman farming guide, pretty much an entire early game Ironman guide. And yeah, so that means that stick along, because if you guys want to see a bunch of tips and tricks and a bunch of guides for how to be an Ironman player, then this is the video for you. Now, one thing that I want to keep in mind is that today's video, I'm going to be preparing for dungeons, which means especially more than normal, there are going to be a ton of tips and tricks to getting into early game dungeons, because right now my armor is really bad. I'm wearing like full rotten armor, which is just not a good set. So I'm going to be needing to find all the health, strength, defense, and everything I can to improve my setup to make sure that I deal more damage, because until floor 3, realistically, you're in early game dungeons. Once you hit floor 3, you can start doing frag runs and you can get unstable armor, which is my goal. But to get there, I'm going to need more magic power, I'm going to need more damage, I'm going to need better pets, I'm going to need a bunch of stuff. So yeah, last thing is I now have a creator code in the Hypixel store. You can now use code MODCRAFT on checkout. You save 5% on your purchase, and I get a little bit of money from that back, and it really supports the channel more than you could know. I mean, I want to do daily videos on Ironman Determinator, and that is only possible thanks to you guys using the code. So I really appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so as I said, in this video, I'm going to be going over a bunch of like little pieces of advice here and there, where I feel like if you watch the video or you listen to it or whatever you're doing, however you're consuming the content, that you, as what I would assume is like an early game Ironman player, obviously these are things that other people, like, you might already know about Skyblock, but hey, maybe if I tell you enough of them, eventually you'll find out one you don't already know. If you get a 2x powder event, and you also have a commission for 2x powder, but you don't get that much powder, what you can do is you can come over to the guy and follow the pathway that I took, and you can talk to the puzzler, right? And if you go to the block that is highlighted, he will actually give you like a couple thousand mithril. As you can see, 1,000 there. This actually applies to the 2 times mithril powder, which gives you 2,000 mithril powder. And B, it also counts for the Heart of the Mountain commission, which is very nice because I'm actually getting near to Heart of the Mountain tier 3, which is where I would say you actually start like gaining the ability to mine past like the level of an infant. I do really need to know, and a piece of advice I would really appreciate if people could tell me, is what drill should I go for first? Like, what is an ample setup that I should be working towards? I know I don't have to do too much mining yet, but there is a decent bit of mining I'm going to have to do, so if anybody could tell me the type of mining progression that I want to do on Ironman, especially towards getting, I think a Terminator does require a decent amount of resources, so please let me know, I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so I just unlocked the Mithril Golem pet, and if you guys didn't know, they actually changed the way that pets work. From now on, you only can craft them at level 1, and they obviously go all the way up to level legendary, rarity legendary, using the cat, which is kind of interesting. I think it's a cool concept. It takes the RNG out of Skyblock, which is kind of interesting. Like you lose one money making method that includes RNG, but I don't think anybody's gonna be too upset about this. I feel like a lot of people got scammed, and by that I just mean unlucky. So yeah, this does mean that I'm gonna need a chicken pet, and this is good because right now a chicken minion. Which is good because like I don't have any minions placed down right now. Notably the fact that I have 0 magic power because I haven't even unlocked the accessory bag. Probably a bit of a noob. But yeah, so what I need to do now is go and get myself a chicken pet. And a chicken minion. Okay, so that I can get the enchanted eggs and then make myself a Mithril Golem pet and all the other pets that I need. So most importantly, I need an enchanted egg so I can put it into the chicken minion. And to do that, I'm probably going to have to run around wearing a chicken hat for a bit. The one that, you know, every time you shift, you plant an egg. You lay an egg? Lay? Plant? Probably lay. You lay an egg. So yeah, I want to work on doing that, which is good because I felt like I was kind of wasting my minions by not having them place down an Iron Man. So good to be doing that. Okay, so I realized that this would be like a good time to get some storages. I got one medium storage because the thing about chickens is that they lay eggs, right? They have feathers and they have chicken itself. So they do fill up like 3 times as fast. So you do need a big storage. Unfortunately, I know that they did make the jungle axe recipe cheaper, and I will get it eventually. But right now, I mean, the tree capitated. The jungle axe doesn't even exist. They replaced it with a spruce axe. But right now, unfortunately, I'm not playing on 1.21. That's the inconvenient part. I also have a lot of other things to work on. I'm sure at some point we can do that. But right now, I can just, every single day, pretty much, I can go and buy 8 enchanted wood from the NPC, which is enough for me to make like 1 storage per day, which doesn't sound that fast, but it's good enough for what I'm doing right now. Somebody in chat told me what minions I should have placed down, because I feel like I'm losing progression every single day. I don't have one placed down, but yeah, I'm making sure to do my experimentation tables, doing these little daily things every day. But I do have to get into dungeons. That is an important thing for me to do. Right now, miscellaneous things, but dungeons is my main goal. Ladies and gentlemen, huge day for the unemployed. I now have a god potion, which then reminded me that I probably need to level up my alchemy skill soon. We'll see. I think I might actually be able to make money to buy more booster cookies faster than I can just get hold of booster cookies, but what this does allow me to do is make a ton of money through Arachnes. I know, Modcraft talking about Arachnes, no way, never seen this one before, but it is actually really good, because now that I have a god potion, I deal more damage, which means I can make more money, I also move faster, and I don't lose the money that you get from Scavenger, and many people don't know this, you actually get like 5,000 coins per kill when you're doing Arachnes. Even those like mini ones, like not the whole Arachne guy, they are so valuable. I mean, there are level 400s here grinding them, so yeah, very, very nice. I can actually like survive as well. My health is increased. It is just an all-round very good upgrade on the profile, getting a god potion, so I'm very happy about it. And yeah, as you can see, like, okay, maybe that, I don't have like a great scavenger setup. If you're wearing like full, like Crown of Avarice with the armor from the Rift, what is it, Seraphine's armor, I think, then it is like very, very good. Like you get 2 times scavenger coins, chuck in like a decent pet, like I think a hound pet gives you scavenger or something like that. And then you're just doing so well for money, probably making a lot more money than I am right now. But yeah, obviously Iron Man can't do that setup, so I'm gonna have to do with what I can, and it's still not bad. It's still more than 10 million coins per hour, so I'll definitely take it. And this is a very good lobby as well. Now, I don't actually have anything to buy with the money. Like, obviously having more money on a profile is always positive, but what I really want to make sure I always do is that I always have at least like 15 million coins on the profile, so that if I do run out of a booster cookie, and I run out of like bits and everything, I can always get back to the level I'm at right now, and I don't have to go back to grinding without a booster cookie, because Arachnes without a booster cookie, it just makes so much less money. It took me so many hours to get that booster cookie the first time. I really don't want to go back to doing that, so this is definitely the way I want to do it, and I think it's just a little safety net, a little precaution that I have to do, and I definitely do not think I'll regret it in the future. Okay, so this is actually really cool, because I didn't even realize like how this worked, but I guess maybe you don't get XP when you kill, or when you get a shard that you don't have the skill level for. As you can see, the Arachne shards require hunting 10, which I don't have. But clearly I've gotten a lot of them, because I've killed a lot of Arachnes. But I also just got my first ever shard from that spider, which is cool. Like, obviously it's not a shard I want, but at least it means it's working. And by leveling up my hunting, it means that like I can get even more shards, which is going to be very good for when I want to go for Skeletors and zombie soldiers and all that kind of thing. Once again, very happy I did this early game, because I am going to be going in, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of frag runs, probably in the next video. Maybe this video, we'll see what happens. But, I mean, this is more of a preparation for dungeons video. But once we get into dungeons, I'm going to be doing frag runs, because I'm going to need unstable armor for floor 5, so it's going to be very cool. And as you can see here, I've gotten Arachne's, a travel scroll to the Arachne Sanctuary, which is 5 million coins just worth of essence. And that's without salvaging my armor, because obviously I'm on Iron Man, so it doesn't really matter. That is crazy. This is also going to increase my efficiency once again by a ton, because now in the I guess it's rarer now that I die, because I do have like a decent setup, but when I do die, I can just do /warp Arachne, and it will save me all the time of traveling, so very, very cool. And this is one of the travel scrolls, shameless plug by the way, that you need MVP plus or higher, which I have YouTube rank to use. And if you want to buy that on the Hypixel store, you can use code MODCRAFT, save 5%. Really appreciate it. But yeah, let's get back to the video. Okay, and now it is time for like the most enjoyable part of Arachne's. It is where you just get to sell everything. As you can see, I've done 166 Arachne kills, which is, you know, a decent bit, a very good amount. But not like anything that crazy. I think on my Ironman Hyperion profile, I had like 5,000 kills or something, and that was insane. I'm gonna need this money for recoms and everything, so good to have. But yeah, we now have enough money to buy a second booster cookie using all of this soul string if my first booster cookie runs out. Once again, just a precautionary method, something I would recommend you guys do. Once again, just another tip that you guys are going to learn in the video, and I'd recommend everybody does, because it is very, very cool. So yeah, we now have like another 10 million coins saved up. This also means if I drop like a recom or something, I can buy it, and I don't have to stress about, you know, the 48-hour timer. So yeah, very, very cool, would recommend. And finally, in terms of Heart of the Mountain, it has only been like 2 days, so once again, you know, we're making our way towards Heart of the Mountain tier 4. I do still need advice on mining, please give it to me, I'd appreciate it. But we now have Heart of the Mountain tier 3, which is very cool. It gives me access to the mining spread, which is probably one of the best abilities in the game, along with the Pickaxe, which is also one of the best things in the game. Very, very cool. It's going to make mining so much easier and so much more enjoyable. Very happy that this has happened. The only thing I just realized is that I should have had the shards when I was killing all those glaciate walkers earlier in the video, because I probably would have got a bunch of mining speed from that those attribute shards. Once again, another piece of advice, like, keep in mind that attribute shards will help you boost every single thing in the game, so it is definitely something I'd recommend rushing in the early game. Probably even earlier than I did. I know I did it very early, but make sure you unlock Galatea and just have an eye on all the attributes, just so you can buy the cheap ones or unlock the cheap ones if you're an Ironman player. Because it'll give you free mining speed, free health, free every single stat in the game. There is an attribute, there's like 170 of them or something. There is one that increases your damage with the ends, with the dragon short bow in the end by 20%. Like, there are so many, and they all give very good stats. Or, well, they all give stats. I don't know if I'd call 20% damage in the end a good stat. I mean, maybe, hey, maybe, you know, who am I to judge? But yeah, so just a thing to keep in mind. Definitely do attributes, they are very, very good. Okay, so here's where I made a big mistake. People told me to place down Enderman minions, and I will be doing that now, because I did the math, and apparently, just to get an aspect of the end, first of all, a ton of ender pearls required. More than I want to grind up manually. Secondly, to get a Terminator, it takes like 2 months of having 20 tier 1 minions down just to get the ender pearls, and I was grinding ender pearls manually. That is not fun. So I'm gonna have to place down ender pearl minions very early, probably grind up some minions in general, just get more minion slots, because it is kind of ridiculous. Like, I genuinely do need, also dragon by the way, just been leeching them while I've been killing Enderman. And the mistake I made was I actually grinded up the 10,000 ender pearls that I needed for an AOTE without realizing that you need 25,000 for the collection, and I'm not doing that again. So yeah, good luck with that. The minions can work it out for me. So yeah, I'm gonna have to unlock some more minion slots. Something I'd have to do anyway. So yeah, still a bunch of things to do. I might go unlock some accessories. I think that's pretty important, so that'll be one of the next things I do. Ladies and gentlemen, huge day for the unemployed. So we just got the enchanted egg recipe, which is very, very important, because that will allow me to put an enchanted egg into my chicken minion, which will therefore allow me to produce enchanted eggs, or just eggs every single time a chicken is spawned, which is very, very good. I'm going to need a few more eggs. I don't think I have enough. There's 10 there. I did make that chicken head a while ago, which I can probably just wear, and then, you know, what is it? It's every 5 seconds, which means I'm getting like 12 per minute. It's going to take me 4 minutes again. Okay, wow, they really increased it. I think it used to be like 1 egg every minute or something, and that was really inefficient. So very good update, very good change. Thank you, Hypixel admins, very cool. I think that might be a change that came around probably just because of bingo, which is kind of cool to see that, like, when people actually play the early game and give feedback on it, it actually becomes easier, and people enjoy it. Wait, no way. Wait, what? I don't know. But anyway, coming over here, I'm going to be unlocking the accessory bag, which is over here where the redstone is. You guys are going to be shocked. We are in episode 2 of Ironman Terminator, and I just unlocked the redstone recipe, which for those of you who don't know, means that I, the entire time, didn't even have an accessory bag. I know. Please don't kill me. I'm working on it, okay? So yeah, we're going to go through here. Obviously, a lot of accessories have to be done, like a lot. First thing we have to do, we get that small accessory bag. I think we just need a smaller bag right now. We can unlock more as we go along, but the small accessory bag, and then if I talk to the redstone miner and get like the free like 8 slots that he gives or whatever, should put me at like 20 or so, which is, you know, 20 more than I have right now. So Definitely going to be a big improvement, and obviously once we get 20 accessories, then we can work on that. But I think right now, just getting a little bit of anything is pretty important. So yeah, if you guys didn't know, you can come over here to where the redstone miner is in the lift. Talk to him. He is going to be talking for a while. He's one of those NPCs that have been added recently, and for some reason recently, I don't know if they have, you know, like story writers on the admin team, but the NPC is just, they just talk. They just go on. And you see, the thing about Windcraft is that the NPCs talk a lot, but you can just spam shift and skip all the dialogue. That is not an option here. The only option here is to just sit there and read what the redstone miner has to say to you, which isn't the most interesting dialogue, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like this could be like 1 or 2 lines, but yeah. Like, he's telling me that there's redstone in the pigman's den. I know that. I'm in the pigman's den. Okay. You know what? Take the 120. Just take the redstone, bro. Just take it. There you go. I think I might only have enough here for like an additional like 4 slots, max maybe. So we'll see. But that should still be enough for me to increase my magical power from what it is right now, which is 0, up to maybe like more than 0, which is, you know, anything's better. Especially early game. I was looking into it, so obviously we have nothing here, but we have about 17 slots. First thing, this NPC here, if you have 500 coins, which apparently I don't have because I'm a Berkey, you can come in here and you can buy like a bunch of accessories from him. I'm sure everybody knows that. And there's a bunch of easy ones, which I'm just going to go through all the easy accessories and how I got them. And you guys can also follow along if you want to know what accessories you need on your profile to improve. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to be doing is the whatever farming talisman, I think it's called. It's in the wheat collection. I think you need like 500 wheat collection. Maybe it's in seeds. I think it's in wheat. Yeah, 500. Very easy. Once again, like, it's right there. So let me find where my hoe is. And as you can see, like these stats are so small. I don't know why I'm so neglectful. Like, in my videos, sometimes if you guys have watched them before, you know that I do like sarcastically neglect accessories. But they are very important, especially in Iron Man, where like you can't just buy a hot potato book. You have to like grind it manually. I guess you could buy it from a dungeon chest, but that doesn't really count. You still have to grind it manually. It's like a massive improvement when you can just, you know, casually get additional stats. Way easier, and they're permanent stats as well. Like, along with attributes, I feel like in the future, because accessories haven't been out for that. Because attributes haven't been out for that long. I think in the future they're going to be as important as magical power, maybe even more important. There is obviously, as I said, 180 of them, so over time we're going to learn which ones are like really cheap, easy to get, and will give you the best stats. And there's going to be like guides, and there's going to be like people telling you, hey, get like these 27 different attributes to max level because they're really, really easy. And there's a ton of places where you can see where the easiest accessory is right now. I use Skycrypt, which is the same thing I use for the profile reviews, but you can even go into a Discord server and do /missing. The only reason I don't do that is because it doesn't include free accessories in the /missing menu, and it also doesn't really work as well for Iron Man players because it is based off the NPC or bazaar price, or the auction house price, which doesn't really work because I can't do that. So yeah, as you can see here, grab some feathers, boom, easy talisman. Easy. There's Potion Affinity Talisman, which I have to get as well. Once again, very, very easy. So yeah, let me come over here. You just gotta do, like, I think you have to clear out maybe half of this plot for a free accessory, which is the Potion Affinity. And once again, the Potion Affinity is one of those ones that you can level up to be like, almost like, I think rarity, which is pretty good. I mean, you know, it takes up 1 slot and it's gonna give you even more magical power. So depending on how far you are in the game, you can grind it as much as you want. Coming in here to Maxwell is where you actually get the magical power and you actually turn it into stats. And I'm going to show you guys, what was that, 5 minutes max, maybe? Like, what have I got, like 23 magical power or something? And I'm going to show you how much my stats are going to increase just using the base attributes. The base, what is it called? Magical power? No, magical power is the base, I actually don't know what these are called. The thingamabobs. The base, like the commando and stuff. The powers, that's what it's called. So yeah, with commando here, 7 strength and 7 crit damage. Really damages all the stats I care about. But as you can see, let's say I have 147 strength right now. That is a 5% increase on strength in like nothing. Like, if I could easily double my magical power right now, and that's a 10% damage increase just from that. Like, you guys are sleeping on it. People have recommended to me that I get 800 magical power. That would be 40 times what I have right now, which means that would be 2 times my current damage just in accessories. That is insane. Genuinely insane. Obviously, it's not actually that much of a difference because, I'm not including damage, I'm not including enchants or whatever, but still, like, 200% more strength. Like, is anybody complaining about that? Like, come on, you guys cannot be sleeping on accessories. And also, as you can see here, I prestige my chocolate factory because there are accessories you can buy here. So yeah, make sure to do that as well because, just something to keep in mind. The chocolate factory, really the only thing you need from it is that, but it is still something you should be doing passively just because it's super easy. And everything in Iron Man takes time, so the more time you can save by doing things earlier, the more important and the more valuable it's going to be in the future. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Now, I need you guys to keep in mind that these are going to be daily uploads. So if you guys are thinking, man, like I feel like Modcraft didn't really accomplish that much today, keep in mind that this was one day of content. This was one day of me playing the game. So tomorrow we're going to be getting into dungeons and hopefully getting to floor 3, which means that by tomorrow, hopefully I'll have full unstable armor, which means that then we can move on to floor 4 and then floor 5, and we can get full Shadow Assassin. And maybe in 3 or 4 days, we'll be doing Slayers already, and we'll have moved on from dungeons other than the ultimate enchants. So yeah, keep that in mind. And the only reason I can do this, as I said, is due to your support using the creator code. I really appreciate it so much. It means more than you could even imagine. On screen right now, there are going to be 3 videos and a playlist to all of my movies, all these complete, like, series of Iron Man to Hyperion, Dungeons to Hyperion, mining, farming, fishing, foraging. It is about 200 hours of background content, exactly like this, fully finished videos, which I think you guys would really enjoy. So if you want to click the playlist on screen, you can see all my videos, and yeah, once again, please use my code. It really helps out the channel more than you can imagine, and I'll see you guys next time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Iron Man to Terminator. In today's video, I'm going to be grinding from a brand new Iron Man profile all the way to a Terminator. Now, I've been over this before. It's episode 3. You guys know what's going on. It's going to be a full early game Iron Man guide. So I'm going to be trying to unlock a Terminator. It requires a bunch of items. Today we're going to be playing dungeons, and my goal is going to be getting unstable dragon armor and getting a floor 3 completion, because that will then allow me to have all the materials and items I need to begin grinding floor 5. And then from floor 5, my goal is to get a full set of Shadow Assassin armor, a Livid Dagger, and I should be able to do Enderman Slayer pretty efficiently. From there, I can obviously start working on getting the Final Destination armor, getting a Katana, and honestly making some decent progress. Now, I do want to say that if you use code MODCRAFT on the Hypixel store when you check out, you can save 5%, so it's a great positive to you, and the amount of support that it gives to the series, the channel, and just allows me to make daily videos is actually insane. So I really appreciate it, and without further ado, let's get into the video. Please use code MODCRAFT, I appreciate it. Right now. Okay, so the most important first thing that I'm going to be doing is the armor set that really you want to be using all the way up until you get Shadow Assassin, because once you get Shadow Assassin, I'm done with dungeons for the time being. I'm going into doing Slayers. Is you want a party to you want a floor 3 completion, so that A, you can solo dungeons, and B, you get the upgrade to this cleaver, which is actually like an insanely good weapon, like genuinely like crazy, but you need a floor 3 completion to unlock it. So what I'm gonna do is I need to create a party myself. I know you guys are gonna be complaining about like whatever, like, oh, Modcraft, there's a YouTube rank in the party, so obviously you can get higher level players. There was not a single queue. There was no party for me to join, was the issue. You understand? So yeah. Whatever party joined, they just joined. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really have a choice over this, so that's just kind of the way it is. I'm gonna do my best. And honestly, the thing about floor 1 and stuff is, I will play you guys a clip in a second of what happened when a bunch of YouTube ranks and we started a co-op. And we all tried to run floor 1 dungeons, like, together on, like, a brand new profile. And I can assure you, we died a lot, okay? Dying in dungeons is kind of an inevitability, especially early game without a tank. Without a tank, it is horrible. So I'm going to play the clip for you guys, and you can enjoy it right after I do this dungeon run and complete it, because I need a floor 2 and a floor 3 completion, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so we have now completed a floor 3 run. Thank you very much to my party. Once again, like, there's no queues for the early game dungeons. I really don't understand how a player is meant to do early game dungeons if there's never a queue. It is, like, really, really bad. I think what they should do is I think they should add a second method to the party finder system, where instead of somebody having to make a party, you can just go for like a casual run system where you pretty much just click a button and the game will make a party, and once it fills up with 5 people, will like give you that ready button. You know, like how like you have an option to ready up when you get into the dungeon run, and you can turn auto ready on. I wish it would have an option where you could join a dungeon queue, right? Then once 5 other people had clicked to join the dungeon queue, you could ready up by clicking a button, right? And it would put you just into the dungeon and ready it automatically, because I think that a problem, and I mean, I've been thinking a lot, especially earlier, like recently, about how like we can retain early game players and get people to play Skyblock even more to increase the player count and just keep the game flowing and feeling alive, and just keep the game from dying pretty much. And I think that would be a good method. I really think that early game dungeons and the inability to be able to find a queue may be contributing to people not playing the game as much. I'm not really sure, but I don't see a negative to this at all. So I think it would be a good idea, to be completely honest, because I could not find a single party. I had to pretty much abuse YouTube rank just to play the floor. But anyway, I did get the completion. Thank you to my guild members, because that was crazy. The fact that I have to like find people to run floor 3 with is kind of insane. But now I get access to floor 1. And what I want to do is I want to compare the stat difference between my cleaver right now and the one I'm about to buy for about 800,000 coins. Because the difference is crazy. And it just multiplies like exponentially every single time you upgrade this, right? If you can let me get into... Okay, I gave you the letter of recommend. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, the super cleaver that I have right now, which is the one that you need, I think you just get for free. Like, you don't need to do any completions to get it. My damage is looking like 6,000-ish, 10,000 maybe. Obviously, it depends what I'm hitting, that kind of thing. We're doing like 10,000-ish damage. That's not bad. But let's go to the dungeon hub. Let's buy the upgrade, and let's see what it can really be. Let's see, once we get the cleaver upgrade, the item that, well, I guess the giant cleaver is the one I always praise, but this cleaver itself is still pretty good. Actually, impressively, if I do drop a Livid dagger, I won't be upset, because it is better than the giant cleaver only for doing bosses that aren't killed in one hit. So, for example, a Slayer boss. So, I could use it because only because the attack speed does kind of make up for the slight lack in damage, but it's not that big of a deal either way. If I needed to buy it, I could obviously do it, but I could also just get more accessories if my damage is lacking, because I should be able to kill everything up to a tier 2, maybe even a tier 3 Enderman boss, but I think tier 2 is probably as high as I'm getting. A tier 3 has a lot of health, but yeah. Unfortunately, I forgot to actually upgrade my giant cleaver. It actually becomes more expensive the more, to start, the higher you buy it. So if you want to start really early and then just buy the upgrades, you keep the upgrades, which is really cool. But it's time to show you how much damage we deal, and oh my days, is it crazy. Okay, you guys ready for this? I don't know if you guys are ready for this, I'm gonna be completely honest. Damage, first hit, 20,000, okay. I couldn't even see it. Let me go into the next room. Okay, ready? 40,000, almost 50,000 damage, using rotten armor. By the way, that's not even properly reforged. This is crazy. This is definitely going to make it very easy, because what I need right now is unstable armor, which means that I'm going to be frag running basically in floor like entrance runs and floor 1s, just so I can get the armor, because it is very, very good. The unstable dragon armor will carry me and you guys, if you're following along, all the way until you need Shadow Assassin pretty much. If you can star it and dungeonize it, it is an insane armor set, and you only need Catacombs level 10 to do that. So that is like once you get a floor 3 completion, you should basically be Catacombs like 9 or 10 like I am, and in that case you're chilling. So yeah, would definitely recommend. And now I'm just going to proceed to do some frag runs, and hopefully unlock the unstable dragon armor in a reasonable bit of time, because I will need to kill a lot of them, I guess. I don't need a helmet because I have that already, so I guess I'm going to need like 190, averaging like 4 per kill. I'm going to be needing like 40 lost adventure kills. It's not that much. We'll see. We'll see how long it takes.
Staff, all right, go ahead, damage test. You fucking sucked already.
Sheesh. It's actually doing pretty good, joke aside.
Oh wow. Isn't it like killing your mana though?
Yeah, my mana's gone.
GG.
Oh my god, these guys.
I have never seen someone use a Bonzo
Holy
staff
shit.
effectively.
Okay.
Oh
FPS
my
drop?
damn,
No, I
this
think you
guy.
mean TPS drop.
Mm-hmm.
Derail the hard carrying.
Dude, I am
Yeah,
hard
mage
carrying.
carries early game dungeons. We all knew this.
Mage gonna carry late game when I get that.
Where's
height
my
too,
twerker?
okay.
Why is he? Oh my
You're-
god, he's AFK.
You're a twerker? Excuse me?
I'm dead. Wait, I'm dead.
I'm dead.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh, tank
gone.
died. Uh-oh, tank died.
Goodbye,
Oh my god.
Shit her down, shit her down.
Bro,
Yeah.
twerker was AFK. Look at his ass.
I was twerking.
Okay, man.
Oh my god, bro. The
Just
Zynergy.
in another room.
Twerker nowhere to be found.
I have to wait 80 seconds to revive.
You
80
think-
seconds.
Why
I gotta auto revive it. 80
80
seconds.
Once
Keep
you're floor 5, you're funny. Look at us at floor 2, bro. Don't even talk about floor 5.
What do you mean?
I think we're ready
floor
for hype
7
grind.
now.
You need combat 16. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Ah, I forgot Tank is dead.
Yo, run!
Am I the
He's on
only
your
one
ass!
alive?
He's on your ass!
Why is he so fast?
He's
bro?
got speed.
Where's the speed?
Man.
Look at Duraley.
Twerk for me. Twerk for me.
That's a.
That is a crazy
I need
statement.
to heal.
I'm
I need to
sending
heal,
that
bro.
The admins.
All right, you got like 30 seconds. How did Mobcraft revive so fast?
Wait, I'm just gonna stay here. Oh my god.
Help!
All this to clear one room, by the way. All this
We
to
did it. We did it, for fellas,
cooking.
boys. Wait, Loki.
Boys.
How about this? I don't have mana, GG.
I'm back
Never
in 10. This is the type of party you see with the party finder now. S plus and die equals cake.
This is floor 7 party finder.
Hey guys, I'm back. All right.
Because
I'm
why
gonna-
have we skipped 2 rooms and went
Someone in your
straight
chat
to, like-
apparently said, "Why do you look like Sid from Toy Story?"
Yeah, that was probably a fucking interest chat, huh?
No, that was someone in your chat, bro.
I'm dying. Ah!
Bro, stay in the
Yeah, I
twerking
need to
circle.
Stay in the circle.
Bro, I'm cooked. I am actually cooked. Never
Bro,
mind.
the Dreadlord wants
There's
you.
so many moving parts with this.
Help!
y'all gotta
Help
stay close to
me!
Luke, I gotta
Help!
stay close to his
Full
energy.
box.
Full box.
Undead skeletons, by the way. This is who we're struggling to. Let me make this clear.
Oh, who's cranking?
All right, did we drop anything? Can we please get Zenergy and armor piece?
I got a rotten chest plate. Is good?
Yes.
I don't think so.
For all I'm
And it
getting
gives
is just
Rotten, not the
KB
best.
resistance to arrows. That's not very useful, is it? 50
I mean, any-
defense
any
might be
dojo
goated. Wait, actually true. It gives 50 defense. What does your current one give now?
195.
Oh shit, never mind.
Dude, the mana is so rough right now.
You gotta use it sparingly, I guess.
Bro, just get ultimate wise 5. Hello.
Oh yeah, so true, man.
Holy
You get
shit,
off
this is a
Bazaar.
long room.
Someone
is
else
my
just said
twerker
when
AFK?
Duralius is reading your chat more than you. This is true.
Do you know how locked in I am right now? I'm basically IGL. Look at this shit.
Guys, superior,
Why,
superior,
why is that healer? Why is that healer doing secrets? Healer. Get
I'm
back.
coming.
Oh, we're cooked.
I'm nearly here.
Wait, aren't I absorbing most of your guys'
I'm here. I'm twerking. I'm
Yes,
twerking.
that's what a tank is.
Okay.
Come on. Oh shit, he healed.
Actually, doesn't do any damage. Fine.
Superior.
We got him. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen,
So
we
many
got him.
free drops over here.
I got
Only
rotten
30 more
boots.
we can get superior boots. Let's go.
Only 30 more. 30?
30 virus?
30 virus.
My goat.
Wait,
3 rooms in 4 minutes. New record.
can we at least go to the blood room?
Dude, we might need to sit on this floor for a little bit. No, but after floor 3, we get so fucking
I think, I
powerful.
swear, if we
Yeah.
die at boss,
So
Oh, we're
the
so
step
dead.
up
We might
from
actually
floor
die this
two-
boss.
from
We need to,
floor
like,
one
what?
floor two is
We
insane.
need to all focus like the priest first, and then what is it? I don't know the order.
All of them.
I don't
All
think
of-
it matters
well,
after you kill
We
the priest.
can't choose.
As long as you
After
kill the
priest,
priest
yeah, it
first.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, so priest first, and then doesn't matter.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
real. Using Dreadlord right now seems to be the play.
Is it just mana efficiency?
Yeah, it's so much more
Okay.
mana efficient. It's about like 70% of the damage, but half the mana.
Okay.
You guys are dealing damage?
No pieces, by the way. No pieces.
Okay, are we good here? Guys, we should really clear the rooms instead of killing the mobs.
Bro, we could be, but we need fucking armor.
Then why are we doing floor 2? We should go back to floor 1.
Okay.
They drop the
Wait,
same
try
stuff
this
and they're
helmet.
far easier to kill.
Is that better than the glaze I had?
I'm
It's
not
over.
sure.
Got the soldier. Wait.
Yeah,
once
yeah.
again.
Yeah, it is.
Strength 7.
Yeah, we should
strategy.
definitely be going back to floor 1, I think, than doing this. Like I'd rather grind floor 1 repeatedly than struggle through this and like completely waste our time.
If you get S, you could get adaptive.
Do we want to
stuff,
get a
though.
completion, or do we want to
Ooh,
go
kinda
back right now?
though.
I mean, we're already here.
I mean, we've sunk 6
May as
minutes
well
into
get
this.
these.
Might as well try.
Yeah. True.
Okay.
Sunk cost fallacy goes
Do
hard.
that then.
6 minutes of my life, I'm never
The
getting
true
back.
play is to go grab a rift necklace. Yeah, man, let me just go grab the rift necklace real quick.
All right. Do we just like simply complete and then like don't care about score, or
Yeah, probably.
okay, we'll do that then.
I'm gonna have 5 deaths, bro.
Oh shit! I forgot I got nuked. How was that? Oh, there's star mobs down here. Duralius, how are you alive?
I'm the goat.
Corona.
Okay, nice, nice. It's another room down.
Wait, this wasn't even the fucking. Oh,
my God.
I thought this was
Where
a
you
Wither
going?
Key room.
No.
Are you stupid? Well, I'm kind of
Yeah.
stuck here. not that easy
It's
here.
10 pipes.
You're
GG.
clearing without
Come.
terms. Such a sad day.
I know, man. Like, it's so
Cleared by Interest, Zenergy,
terms? Where my
Icaliza,
terms, man?
Duralius, and Modcraft in
Yeah, this is bad.
380
The whole squad here, bro.
seconds.
Get 270 at least. I don't know. Maybe I'll do the puzzle rooms, but that's
Oh.
about all.
Rotten is the
I've got-
best for damage, I think.
Yeah, we should
Are
all
we-
speed run.
Luke's-
We should
are we
all
on God?
actually speed run Terra 7 and get 5 juju, or not 5 juju, 5 mosquito bows.
Exactly.
This is the play. And
Well,
then
I
maybe
will not
Logan
be
can
doing
drop
that.
another eye.
I will not be doing that. Rotten is the
Another?
best
You mean
for
he
Modcraft.
dropped one already?
Yeah, he did. He's world's
What the
best eye or best Ironman.
Notice
player.
how Modcraft has a full armor set. What a greedy bastard.
This guy is
Brr.
greedy, bro. He's the king of greed.
Wait, I've been checking. I've dropped like
Agreed.
3 chest plates. I've been giving them out.
Yeah, he gave me one.
Yeah.
Greedy bum.
Don't slander my goat like that.
I'm down for another 60 hours. The people demand it.
I'm good actually. I'm good off Spider Slayer forever, I think.
I gotta get back to it. Probably, well, not tomorrow or Sunday. Or
I actually haven't done a
Monday.
single tier 5 yet.
Logan, the podcast. I'm thinking since
Neither.
tomorrow we're doing Stranded, it's Monday. Podcast time.
How good is it? How good is the tier 5 spider?
How
It's
good
not
is it? Like
bad to do.
how difficult?
How fun is it?
It's pretty
Oh,
fun. I'd say it's not bad.
It's okay.
All right.
All right, do we go for 270 or just get the completion?
Get the comp maybe, or I don't know.
We're gonna
we can
die
go
on the
with it.
boss.
Wait,
a lot,
does-
I feel like.
We're
Okay,
kinda-
who wants a
I
second
figure we
dreadlord?
might be cooked on the boss altogether.
I'll take one actually.
Oh, you don't have one? But I've had 2. for a
Help!
while.
Help! Help!
Thank you.
Helpington.
I'm dead in the blood room. Yo,
Bold of
shift,
you to think
please.
you're gonna get the completion?
Not even get a comp. Oh my god, you guys are taking so much damage. I'm just looking at my health bar and nothing else. It's so weird.
hmm
You do 200 damage with that. Only use your bow. Also get
Four of
bouncy
you guys
armor.
are so good at this game. Who's the
Bouncy
guy who's not good
armor.
at this game? Who's
That's
the guy who's not
4-4.
good?
Okay.
Is it Interest? Interest might be the guy who's holding us back this time.
Oh shit, I'm actually dead. Where's my?
Bro, run! Why are you going back to the mobs? Run!
I'm trying. I'm so slow.
This guy's so stupid.
When you take damage, I take damage. That's the problem.
No, I'm not taking any damage though. Xenergy's
Oh,
the
yeah,
one
look at
taking the
Xenergy
shit ton of
getting
damage.
fucking
I'm
boxed
getting
repeatedly.
First full box. It's crazy.
Would
Struggling
explosive
off
arrows
the-
be OP here? Yeah, I think explosive is probably better than bouncy at this point in the game.
What are we gonna do for floor 7?
We're
Pray.
not.
I don't think
I
we're
know.
making it to floor 7.
Floor
I'm not gonna
7.
lie.
Yeah,
We're praying. That's what's gonna happen.
I mean, you guys wake up tomorrow, I'll have a
Now,
house,
low key,
but-
the goal should be F7. Like finishing
First
F7 at
floor is
least.
gonna be Floor 6, because I'm gonna need to get super crazy gear for that.
You can.
Oh my god, finally get me out of
We
here.
did it.
Goblin
We did it, boys.
tech.
We did it.
We got
F2, here we
Modcraft.
come. Goal of this
Energy, how do you
profile is
have
just
under
F7.
1k
Low key.
HP? Okay, wait. Actually, I have 875. Never mind. I'm on this.
Where's the priest? Isn't he the green? Isn't priest green?
No.
No, no, he's purple.
Okay.
Isn't this the floor
This
that
guy's cat
focuses
50
camera
something, by the
towards
way.
that one for some reason?
Shut up. This floor is not real, bro. I only do M7.
Oh, that's not a crypt. Get his ass!
What the hell? What?
Get him! What are we doing?
Wait,
What are we doing?
what happened to
we
me?
are lollygagging. We are lollygagging.
Excuse me? Or what? What the hell? What the hell?
Please just
Hell,
kill
Yente?
him, bro.
I'm trying my best, bro.
Over here.
I'm just dead.
I'm almost dead.
Priest
Okay,
is
Gyro.
dead.
What we
Priest.
Archer.
I can't help but notice that the warrior is dead before the priest, and I feel like that's Modcraft's doing.
For,
Mage.
Bro, my damage has
Uh,
been crazy right now.
I think it was.
How am I only milestone 3?
Someone asked me if you voided the giant sword yet.
Yes.
Okay, do we want to kill the priest now or just target him?
Yeah, we gotta kill Priest again.
I'm barely getting anything.
Instantly heal the boss.
I feel like I'm missing most of my arrows. Because I'm so used to like Term just shooting a shit ton of arrows at once.
Oh yeah.
This thing's only
Yeah.
shooting once.
Oh, this is bad.
Terrible.
Oh, this is bad.
Bad news bears.
Okay, I'm gonna
Where's the priest?
ult.
Where's the priest?
Scarf is kind of focusing me.
Here.
Scarf, leave me be,
Minecraft,
bruh.
you're like the best at this game. Oh, I'm dead. Whole party's nuked. Wait,
Aw,
3 seconds.
man.
3 seconds. I'm revived.
Oh.
Hold.
I died.
Hold. I'm back. I'm back.
Focused me. You're alone though.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait,
No,
I'm,
yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
are
revive
right
you
now.
now.
Modcraft, Goatcraft.
Modcraft, please lock in.
I'm
I'm
being
dead.
rezzed, I'm being
No,
rezzed.
helping.
Run.
Being
No.
rezzed, I'm being rezzed, we're
Oh,
back.
it's over.
Oh my
Who's
god.
dead?
I'm dead. It's over.
How did you die a second time? Your
no.
ass, bro.
How did we lose?
Anyway, it's Skyblock's last hope, and 5 YouTubers whose full-time job it is, by the way, to play Hypixel Skyblock cannot take on the floor 2 boss in the way that the game intended, then there's probably a little bit of an issue there, which I guess is a 16-minute excuse for why I died. I don't know. It sounds pretty reasonable to me. But yeah, so what I need to do is I do need to keep frag running. Unfortunately, it took a long time. It took a very. I'm gonna show you guys some clips. It took a very long time, and I got barely any unstable fragments for some reason. I don't know if my RNG is cooked or if it just doesn't spawn as frequently as the other mini bosses. But like, holy, like, where are the unstable mini bosses? I had like a stack of young dragon fragments. I had 2 stacks of holy dragon fragments, and I had like 11 unstable fragments, and that was like after an hour. So yeah, I spent a lot of time today doing frag runs, so didn't have as much footage to record today, so hopefully that behind the scenes footage was sufficient. Yeah. Okay, so big news for the unemployed chat. So yeah, as you can see, 11 unstable fragments, 48 young dragon fragments, and like a stack and a half of holy. Like, I don't know, like, if I look into the bestiary of Lost Adventurer, like, I mean, I know that this does include kills that your teammates get. This is not the amount of, this is not the amount of unstable Lost Adventurers I've killed. But can somebody in chat please tell me, in the comments, like, is this real? Am I just unlucky? Or, like, is this just something that happens? You get more holy? Because I guess this isn't something I've really focused on ever before. But, like, I feel like it wasn't this hard in Ironman Hyperion. Like, I don't remember it being this hard. I know that was a year ago, but, like, come on. Like, I don't remember it being, like, this horrible of an experience. But, hey, maybe I'm forgetting. Maybe I just had, like, you know, I've just tricked myself into thinking it wasn't that bad. But, like, I just don't think it should be this unlucky. Maybe I'll get luckier in the future, but we'll see. Okay, guys. So, the issue with daily videos is always going to be that sometimes I have a busy day, and it's hard for me to get enough footage. So, I hope you guys appreciated that little bit of background footage. I guess not background footage. That little look into the background stuff of the video that we did with the 5 YouTube ranks, or the stream, I suppose. We might do that again. I think it was pretty fun. I think everybody had a good time. So yeah, that is how early game dungeons is. It's not great, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, on screen there are going to be 4 videos. Well, a playlist of like 20 hours worth of movies. There's going to be an Iron Man movie, a mining movie, a farming movie on screen as well, if you guys just want something a little bit shorter. But yeah, I'd really recommend you guys check it out. If you enjoyed this video, they are very good, very long, very finished, full background noise kind of movies. So if you guys are grinding farming for a little bit of time and you need something to listen to, then that is the perfect content for you to consume. Remember to use code MODCRAFT on the Hypixel store. And without further ado, I'll see you next time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ironman Terminator. Now this is episode 4, and as you guys know, in today's video, I'm going to be grinding all the way from a brand new Ironman profile to a Terminator. In this video, it's going to be a speedrunning guide to early game Ironman, early game dungeons, early game mining, early game money, every single early game thing you can think of in the game. And I'm going to be doing it all on a brand new profile towards getting a Terminator. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then follow along for the video. And don't forget to use code MODCRAFT on the Hypixel store, because you can save 5% on your purchase, and it helps out the channel more than you can ever imagine. And it allows me to do things like these, where I can make daily videos for your enjoyment. So I really appreciate it. The more times you guys use the code, the more free time I have for videos. And yeah, I really appreciate it. So let's get on with the video. Ladies and gentlemen, today I have one goal. And that one goal is to get Shadow Assassin armor. Now, to get there, what I'm going to need is I'm going to need a decent setup to get a floor 5 completion. And I think the decent setup that I'm going to go with is 2 pieces of Holy Dragon armor for the health and mending that it gives you, which is really good for healing because tanking is going to be an issue. The second thing I'm going to do is get unstable boots, because they will give me the crit chance and crit damage to do a little bit more damage. And then on top, I'm going to Bonzo Mask, just in case I do something stupid during the run. I don't think a floor 5 completion is actually going to be that hard. You guys will see that Dragon Armor is actually really, really strong. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go do a few more frag runs, hopefully get a few more Holy Fragments, a few more Unstable Fragments, and hopefully get this Dragon Armor so I can get into floor 5. Okay, so I now have the Holy Dragon chestplate, which I can put in here, and that was the wrong thing. Okay, I think I meant to dungeonize it. As you can see here, the essence cost... Oh, I need Catacombs level 10, I'm throwing. Okay, well, I'm gonna go do some more frag runs. I'm gonna get the full set, and then, yep, okay. Good thing I'm Catacombs level 9 right now, so pretty good thing I'm pretty close. But as I was saying, you do require like a lot of dragon essence, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to do that. I don't think I'm gonna be having full 5-star armor, but that's fine. I don't think the 20% difference is gonna make that much of an issue. And if I do need it, I can just go grind ender pearls and like trade in some like end armor pieces or whatever. There's a ton of ways to get dragon essence, so I should be fine on that behalf, and I guess we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we finally just killed our final Lost Adventurer. And we can now craft the armor pieces, which is very cool. We can make the Holy Dragon leggings, and we can make the unstable boots. Now the thing is, I spent so much time making this armor set, and then like, there's a good chance that on the first floor 5 run I do, I'm gonna get Shadow Assassin boots, and it's gonna be better than the current setup I have right now, but that's just kind of the way Skyblock is. You spend, 5 hours doing frag runs to get an armor set, and then in 5 minutes you get a better set, but you need that armor set to unlock the other armor set, so that's the game we live in. So yeah, now let's see if I can dungeonize this, because that is kind of like my main concern right now, is if I don't dungeonize it, it's a useless armor set, so that is definitely a main priority right now. And to dungeonize it, I just realized I'm going to need to do another... Okay, so let me go do like a floor 3 completion or something. Let me make a party, do a floor 3 run, get Catacombs level 10, and then by that time I should be able to... Yeah, I should just join a party or whatever. Yeah, it should be fine. All I need is like 1 completion, I'll get Catacombs level 10, and then from there I'll be able to get the dragon armor, and we will get a massive boost in damage and everything else. So yeah, here we go. Very nice run. Totally... Look, I'm going to be honest. The party I got in for Party Finder took 15 minutes, and we didn't even complete the run. We genuinely could not kill the Professor boss. So yeah, anyway, here's a recreation of that event. Here you go though. We now have a completion in floor 3, which means... Well, no, we already had a completion. We now have Catacombs level 10, which will allow me to get dragon armor, so there we go. And dungeonize it, which is the... Like, this armor set is so good, I really can't state it. The Holy Dragon survivability is insanely good, and then you chuck the little bit of damage you get from the unstable dragon armor, you reforge it with Fierce, and it is just a genuinely good armor set that will allow you to survive pretty well in floor 5. Even if you have a minuscule amount of magic find and a horrible pet like I do, you will still survive pretty well, so that's very, very good. So yeah, let me reforge it, let me upgrade it, and let's put it to the test. It's an armor. But before getting into floor 5, I need to do a tiny little thing. Well, I need to get like a wand of mending at least, like a decent wand, because I do need healing. I tend to die a little bit in dungeons, so yeah. We're gonna be doing some Rev Slayer for that. I also need to buy another God potion, but that's a later issue. Okay, wand of healing. I think what we can do is wand of mending at least, right? What do I need for this? 1 Revenant Viscera. The enchanted string is easy. I can just do some Arachnes. What does it give me? 80 health on top of 6. Honestly, maybe we just go for wand of mending for now. I just realized that might be... No, wait, that's wand of healing. Okay, I guess we just go for wand of healing, right? No, we can do Arachnes. We can do Arachne. I'm sure we can. Unk live streaming again. Yeah, I'm back, guys. I'm live once again. Hasn't been that long, has it? Surely not. Yeah. I mean, I've been thinking about it. I think that getting the core might not be that hard. Like, I was doing the math in my head, and I think that getting just the core might not be the hardest part. But, I guess we'll see. I feel like I may be overestimating it a tiny bit, but I don't know, I'm confident. Please make admins add stranded mine shafts would be a great update. I don't even think the admins know that stranded exists, I'm gonna be real. So I don't know if they're gonna be making any updates. Chat, someone remind me, how much health does a tier 3 have? 400k, okay. This is probably gonna be a survivability issue, right? Also, why am I not taking... Okay, I'm not gonna complain, but I'm not taking any knockback here. Famous last words, mate, you're gonna be doing this series for 6 months. Okay. No, because I did the math, right? And if I could do, like... Even if it took me, like... What is it taking? It takes, like, 1.8 thousand max, right? Tier 4 bosses. That's like 330 hours, one of the two. Are you capable of doing a tier 3 rev? I am. Yes, I just did one. And I'm going to do another one. Wait, let me make sure I did my math right, because that could be kind of embarrassing. So if I could do one boss every minute, which I know 1 minute per boss is kind of crazy, but we'll just do that for like, just for the like the base stats, you know what I mean? Just to give us a baseline, and then we can multiply it by 2 if it takes me 2 minutes, multiply it by 3 if it takes me 3 minutes. You at max, right, need to do 1,800, right? Divide that by 60, because that's that would only take 30 hours. And if it was taking me 3 minutes to do a boss, that would take me 100 hours, which is like still not that long. But if I could do it in 24 hours, like do a 24-hour stream, especially if I'm like boss trading, like easy. Like genuinely, like it's in the bag. The only thing is getting to do that first completion, and yeah. Math is probably right. Node emoji. Thank you. Accessories. You need to have a cookie buff active to use /accessories. Okay. Thank you, Hypixel admins. Very cool. Honestly, I get paid from that, so I don't mind that much. But yeah. So yeah, okay. We have healing. Not the best. What I do want is I want protection on my armor. At least protection on whatever pieces I can put it on. These two. Protection. I can probably 5-star my helmet as well. Up to the dungeon hub. What is this? What does the Bonzo mask even need? Essence crafting, upgrade items, wither essence. Honestly, sure. This one also doesn't have protection. Okay, we're throwing. And that's it. Okay. Do I have any gold essence on me? Gold essence. I have 1. Let's go. I mean, the fun thing about that is if you have. I don't think so. Wait, why is it recommed? I don't think it is, but why is your superior chestplate recommed? Because you could just recom your, like, Shadow Assassin chestplate. No? I think Shadow Assassin's better. I think the full ability is really, really strong as well. Now, I'm totally not gonna go do something that's... Okay. The other thing about this is I don't one-tap the blazes. I don't even, like, 3-tap them. So I gotta, like, do this. Is this peak gameplay or what? Alright. I need to mention one thing, guys. Okay, well, no, okay. So I've been thinking, because I heard Duralius and Logan talking about it a lot. And what they were talking about is pretty much like how the early game of Skyblock is like very outdated. And like, as I said, like I feel like I am probably the kind of person who's played early game dungeons like the most. Like, sorry, just early game Skyblock like the most. Like I feel like I have probably restarted profiles and worked up to a Hyperion more than anybody ever. You're the youngest person ever. So I feel like I kind of have an authority on the situation. And I think that like, I feel like I could, make some suggestions that would really help. And I think that my main suggestion is, when my account got hacked, so when I get a new one later, I'll use your creator card. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. I'm so sorry to hear about your account. Is why when you enter the hub, is the first quest that you get, somebody just disconnected from my party, cool. The first quest that you get, right, is find the 12 villages. And the reason for this is the 12 villages are meant to show you, like, how to trade, how armor sets work, how to get a rogue sword, all that kind of thing. But it's just such an outdated system. Like, the fact that I have a video on my channel that has, like, 100,000 views called How to Find the 12 Villager Locations is just, it's just bad, like, questing design, and I think it's a bad introduction to the game. The fact that, like, people have to join Skyblock, and the first thing, yeah, you can never find the villagers for one. Like, that Liam villager is hidden, like, in the depths of hell. But, like, the fact that look, I know because I checked the stats. You do the, if you look at my video, and you look at, like, the 3 other top videos of find the 12 villages, genuinely, probably combined, has, like, 1 million views. About, like, maybe 500,000 views between the top 3 videos. That means 500,000 people who joined Skyblock saw the first quest line. The first thing they did was they bridged across, right? They left their island, they bridged across. And the first thing they did was go on Google and try and search up the first quest because they couldn't figure it out. I think that is horrible game design, because I think that 500,000 people had to immediately struggle with the first quest, which is meant to introduce them into the game naturally. I think that's an issue. I think that Duralius had the best idea, which is replacing it with Hina chapters. or that kind of thing. You could replace it with like hub chapters, make it like Elizabeth chapters or something. I don't know. You could, the first quest could be go talk to Elizabeth at the community center, right? And then the end of it, you get your booster cookie once you complete all of it. That's low-key a fire idea. Wait, did I just cook? Wait. Am I going to spend all night writing a forum post about how to save Skyblock with a heinous chapter system? Wait, I might do that actually. But do you guys think that's a good idea? Like replacing the 12 villager locations with like a better system? Like you guys know Hina chapters, right? Wait, you missed a donor? Let me miss. Wait. I think these guys are like level like 20 or something, which is like not super high Catacombs level. Like they're not even one tapping the Spirit Bear. On everyone's soul, you guys saw that hit. On everybody's life, on everybody in chat's soul, you saw that bounce with him. Everybody in chat. Your lives are on the line. There we go. Every single person in chat saw that bounce, okay? Everyone's soul, including mine. I mean, I probably could have done a series of like YouTube rank co-op to Hyperion or something. The issue was I'd already made like episode 1 for this, and I'd already kind of committed to this. And I wasn't sure how long it would last, so making like a Hyperion series out of that might not have been the best idea. Even though it probably wouldn't have actually, you know, come to anything. Can I get a Srini? Yeah, I'm in Dungeon Hub 1. Oh, wait, you're right here. Okay. Alright, if you haven't got the Srini by now, that's a low-key skill issue. You get opportunities in live chat, and you gotta take them. Okay, time for a floor 5 attempt. Let's see. Start a new queue. Floor... You don't meet the requirements. What? I need Catacombs 19 for floor 5. Wait, no. Wait, what? I need Catacombs 4. Oh, my... Are we serious? Okay. How much XP did I get from that run? I got 4,000. Oh, days. This is gonna take me like 3 runs. Okay. Alright, chat. Floor 4. Join up. What is the quote of the day? I was reading The Stranger by Albert Camus. Happiness is the symphony between a man's desires and the life he lives. There you go. How does that sound? Hey, let's go. Lydon, are you into bro, my friends are trying to get me into like Pokemon card collecting, and low-key, it looks like so much fun. Like, I want to start a collection of, like, only cards I, like, pull out of packs and stuff, and, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's the fact that, like, they're also very much into it, so it's, like, there's, like, that makes it more appealing. Holy beamed. Your chat, can we get a tank? Good chance. I just got cooked. What the heck? Nobody saw that. I don't know. I don't want to say because like I'm such a I want Skyblock to like grow as a game. Oh, we got Shadow Assassin boots for 2 million coins. Yeah, not buying that. That's not what I want. Shadow Assassin boots, boom, 2 mil. Shadow Assassin helmet, boom. Okay, huge upgrades. This is actually a big upgrade. It's a shame it's on my only boot piece of unstable, but yeah. Fierce. I need to like enchant this. Okay. Yeah, I'm the one carrying. Okay. You guys see that professional clearance? Come on now. Only the 2 easiest pieces to get now for the full set. Let's go. Is that a grand XP bottle? No. It's a shame. Wait, it is a grand XP bottle. I have a vendetta for you. An open vendetta. Interesting. Do I touch grass in real life? Occasionally. This is even better. Yeah, it's so much better. Okay, GG. Yeah, huge upgrade. Atom split. Do you have any Shadow Assassin yet? I have the helmet and I have... This isn't even reforged. Wait, did I reforge my boots? I did, okay. At least I did that. Adam's with Katana, right? Null Blades, which is like... Oh my days. Iron Man is so hard, okay. Alright. What are we looking at here? We're looking at a Vorpal Katana. That's not that bad. This isn't that bad either, actually. This easy. Okay. Really, the issue here is killing tier 2s. Once I can kill tier 2s, then I'm chilling. Your money making method right now, Arachne's. See, this isn't even my fault. I'm not even bringing this up now. You've been using the rock pet? If I have to, I might need to. Shadow Assassin Cloak. Wait, that's Loki, also a good one. I didn't even check the other chests. Okay. Now all I need, because I guess, like, we can use, oh, I don't have /RNG. There's so many commands where it's like, why do I need a cookie buff to do /RNG? All it does is save me like a couple of button clicks. The chest plate is 1 out of 200. The pants are like 1 out of 70. The Livid Dagger is, yeah, not happening. Once I get the other piece of Shadow Assassin, the pants, I think I can do floor 6. And then once I do floor 6, I can get a Giant Cleaver. Once I get a Giant Cleaver, I can probably do tier 2s. Once with like, I need to get some magic power and stuff, but yeah. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that is the end, and I just wanted to go over what I accomplished today to just, I guess, wrap it up nicely. So the first thing I did is I got Catacombs 16. This is an upgrade from Catacombs level 9, and we actually got 2 new armor sets. Well, first we got the Dragon armor set, which is very cool, and then we very quickly replaced the boots with the Shadow Assassin boots and the helmet, the Shadow Assassin helmet. So now I have the 2 Force Holy, which, by the way, Holy armor is almost double as tanky as Shadow Assassin, so it is by no means a bad armor set. It is still very, very nice. And then for the helmet and boots, we have the Shadow Assassin helmet and boots, obviously. We got the Shadow Assassin Cloak, which is once again very, very nice. Like, the Shadow Assassin Cloak, I remember on Ironman Hyperion being an item that took me a long time to drop. I just, for some reason, got very, very unlucky, so it is great to see some very good progress. We got a couple of Ultimate Enchant books, which is very nice, because that is one of those things that I'm going to need like 16 of them per armor piece, so it is something I should start collecting now, because I'm going to definitely need a lot of them in the future. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Iron Man to Terminator. As I say usually, daily videos does mean that the amount of content per episode is a lot less, so I hope you guys enjoyed it still. I'm going to keep trying daily episodes. I don't know about tomorrow, because tomorrow we may be doing some YouTuber co-op stuff. I'm not sure, so we may end the daily videos, we may not, but be on the lookout, because some form of content will be made tomorrow. As per usual, on the screen right now is going to be it's going to be 3 movies and a playlist, and in the playlist is going to be all of my full completed Iron Man, whatever the Hyperion movies, which, I mean, I must say, some very good content for background noise. If you guys enjoyed this whole video, then you are for sure going to enjoy those videos. There's like 20 hours of content in there, so click on that, or click on one of the videos on screen, and without further ado, I'll see you guys next time. Appreciate you watching. And don't forget to use code Modcraft as well. Don't forget to use it, because, you know, it helps out the channel more than you can imagine. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Iron Man to Terminator. In today's video, we're going to be grinding from a brand new Iron Man profile all the way to a Terminator. That means that today's video is going to be an early game guide for Iron Man in terms of mining, dungeons, catacombs, that's the same thing, in terms of combat, in terms of Diana, in terms of mining, in terms of pretty much, you know, Slayers as well, obviously. It's going to be a guide for early game Iron Man that you guys can follow along with as well, to basically just get to whatever point you're at. I think it's going to be a very long guide in terms of areas of the gameplay, because obviously we're going from a new profile, which is somewhere you guys might be, all the way to a Terminator, which is pretty late game. So there will be something in this video for you guys to learn about. And I just wanted to say that I now have a creator code in the Hypixel store. You can now use code MODCRAFT and save 5% at checkout, and it helps the channel so much, you guys have no idea. The support recently has been insane, and it allows me to make almost daily videos and be even more active, because it really does help. I also wanted to say, I do stream. On screen right now is going to be the time that I stream at, so if you guys are a fan of the background noise and you want to come and check out the series as it's progressing, I do try and stream every day at the time on screen, so you can come and check out. You can change it to your time zone. I'm going to include some other time zones on screen just for fun, but yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so starting out, the first thing that I want to do is come over here and obviously start the Slayer quest. I think I'm just going to skip over it until I get to the Voidglooms. The reason is, I feel like most of you guys know how to... All I have to do is a tier 1 zombie, tier 2 zombie, tier 1 and 2 spider, tier 1 and 2... and then tier 4 Sven. And even then, like a tier 4 Sven is not that hard, because maybe I will show you guys that, but all I did was just go to where the like little like water pool is. I only did like 10,000 damage a hit, but I just sat there and I just ran around with Depth Strider so that the wolf couldn't hit me. Make sure to let it hit you every like 10 seconds, otherwise it heals. But you just do that, and you just run around in a circle, and you should be completely fine. I just used literally the setup I have right now was all I used, so if you guys are following along with me, then that is my piece of advice. But yeah, it's very, very easy, and it will allow me to get access to the tier 1 Voidglooms, which is when it actually starts becoming hard. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the setup I use for tier 1s. Now, I'm going to be completely honest, tier 1 Voidglooms is super, super easy. The tier 2, that is where it becomes incredibly difficult. It's kind of like weird, because the tier 1, right, has 750,000 health, which is a decent bit of health, but it's also like a third of a tier 4 Sven, so it's not really that hard. But then you get to the tier 2, and it has 12 million health, which is like a drastic increase. As you can see here, I just made myself the tier 1 Void Katana. It is not very good. It's about the exact same as the cleaver that I have in my inventory, so I mean, it does give me, I think, a little bit of maybe wisdom against kill. I don't even know. It's really not worth it. The upgrade to it, though, is like double as good, which is very, very nice, and it can be 6 times as good if you have Soul Flow. I'll get to that at a point. Getting Soul Flow on Iron Man is very, very hard, because you need to create a Soul Flow engine, which requires pretty much... Here's how... Look, I'm going to explain the reason why Iron Man Voidglooms are so difficult. When you kill a tier 1 Voidgloom, you get 2 to 3 of the base materials. Now, the base materials, you need like thousands of them just to make the like final destination armor, to make the upgraded katanas, and that is what you basically need to do tier 2s, tier 3s, tier 4s. So, the requirement is either you have like a Hyperion or something when you start out, you have a really good combat setup, or at the very least, you have like it's cooked. You know what I mean? Like, at the very least, you need to kill like 1,000 tier 1s. So I'm going to try and figure out a way in this video to maybe get to doing tier 2s, just to increase the efficiency by like, it's technically gives like 12, I believe, which is technically 6 times more efficient, but obviously I'm not going to be killing it at the same speed, so we'll see how that works. But getting to a tier 2 is very important for making final destination armor. So that's just something, that's like our goal for right now. Right after we get the upgraded katana, because obviously double damage is going to be even nicer. If I can do like 10,000 damage, 100,000 damage a hit, and I can survive, I think I should be okay to do tier 2s. We will see. That's a very, very big maybe. But in this video, we're also going to learn that I need to do some mining as well, which might be tomorrow's video's idea, because I need to do a lot of mining progression, and I'm not very far progressed. I think I'm like hard to mountain tier 3. And I need to get at least tier 4, because once I get tier 4, I get access to like Yogg armor, I get a Picker Nimbus, I can get a jungle pickaxe, I can finally start making some upgrades, because right now the fractured mithril pickaxe is just not cutting it. Like, it takes me genuinely like 30 minutes to get 1 refined mithril, and I'm going to need a lot of resources. So getting the upgrades there are very, very important, and that's something I'm probably going to work on tomorrow. In this video today, I'm going to need to get like 1 refined mithril, but that's really not that much compared to the other resources I need for this video. So yeah, current goal is to just get the upgraded katana and maybe do a tier 2 in this video, but we'll see how it goes, and I might need you guys to give me some advice in the comments if I struggle too much. The real Iron Man experience. Iron Man carries this image. I think Voidglooms and Iron Man are the most... Dude, the gap between... I know this is like a grass is green take, but like, the gap is actually like terrible. Like, how am I even meant to... You have to kill so many tier 1s. It's actually like brain numbing. You need to complete 1 on stream, then ask people to kill it. Guys, okay, I'll complete 1 on stream just for like the sake of it. But I've already, as you can see, killed like 30 myself. No E-man carries. It's not a carry, I mean, I'm just saying, if somebody wants to right-click a tier 1 boss, party, I'm not going to party anybody, I just mean if you come into my lobby, like, you know, I'm not going to start, here, you guys can watch me, the easiest boss of all time. Imagine I died here, that'd be so embarrassing. He doesn't do anything, it's like, it's just like a hitbox, it's like a, he teleported, okay. I mean, the gap now is nothing compared to release. Yeah, I feel like I just need to get more damage and stuff. I don't know, I mean, that's really it. How do I join you? You just gotta find the lobby. But yeah, as you can see, like, sleeper gameplay. We need Chortle to make the stream longer. It's been a while since I've seen Chortle in here. When is he on? But yeah. Okay, I'm collecting the ender pearls and stuff because I figured I did 30. Yeah, gang, we know you bought it off the bazaar. Hey, fine, you caught me, guys. You caught me. I grinded a full Hyperion on an Ironman profile. I grinded, yep. Actually, wouldn't it? I feel like it'd be more impressive if I somehow managed to use the bazaar on Ironman than if I did 30 tier 1 Voidglooms. I'm gonna be honest, I think that'd be more impressive. Listen to your videos while I work, you're like, hey man, I appreciate it. Bro bought stuff on yeah, look, I can buy stuff on the bazaar, well I can't because I'm broke, but theoretically, if you plan on killing 300 tier 1s, I'm good. I'm good actually. I'm gonna figure out a way to kill tier 2s. I will figure it out. I hope. I refuse to. I'm not killing 300. It's not happening. It genuinely, like, it's not happening. I'd rather just delete the series, delete the profile. I got wiped, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Whoopsies. I'd rather do that. Rock bet? Yeah, I might have to do some... Well, the thing is, isn't a rock bet only good if it's a legendary? Like, a legendary rock bet is a lot as well. Okay, this is the final one, and then we can go do mining. GG. Bro, use Arachne for every series? Because it's so good. Like, it's so overpowered. And there we go. Okay, now we can make ourselves, if we come in chest 4 maybe? Make sure I'm recording for the video. Yeah, okay. Make yourself a null overlord. GG. And then what we need is for the void katana, a refined mithril. So that means we have to go do that. Yawn. Don't say it's OP, they might nerf it. No, don't do that. This is not where I'm meant to go. Here. Yeah, Arachne is really bad and they need to buff it. That's what I'm hearing. I need Dwarven mines. The Hypixel Skyblock item shop. A broken heart emoji. Yep. So I basically need wait, do I need wait, how much do I need? Refined mithril. I need 160 enchanted mithril. Chat, how cooked am I? Chat, scale 1 to 10. Like, how over is it for us? That feels like a lot. What tips do you have for when you can one-shot the tier 1 but can't beat tier 2? Yup. If you could figure it out, tell me. Oh my days, I'm so cooked. Why are you mining again? I need the enchanted mithril. Bro, I'm gonna clear out all my hotbar space so I can at least see the mithril coming in because it's gonna take me forever. It's a lot for a base mining setup. Yeah. You need 10,000 mithril. How much do I have right now, just for like reference? Half of that. Okay, GG. Well, at least we're gonna get our commissions done. Hey, what is the mithril for? It is for the Slayer weapon. The drill? No. I mean, I do need a drill at some point. Wait, mithril drill? 3 refined mithril, a fuel canister, which is kind of easy, hopefully, and a drill motor, that's easy. That is, bro, mining is, oh my, why is there so much stuff that goes into this? And then that, okay. Holy boring.
I mean, like 3
Okay,
hours.
so after like hours and hours of gameplay, I finally, and by that I mean like a couple of minutes, I finally have enough resources to put these into the forge, and I can now make myself a refined mithril. On Ironman early game, mining is so bad. This took me a really long time, but all I did was just like watch YouTube or whatever. It's you know what it's like. I mean, I'm playing Ironman, it's to be expected, but here we go. We can now make myself the upgrade to the katana, and this is very good if I had soul flow. Now the reason
Holy,
is,
that
Why was it
it has an ability, as you'll see when I craft it,
Like,
that gives you 200% ferocity against Enderman, which would be triple as much damage. But
Yeah,
unfortunately, I think it would be triple. I think that's how ferocity
Make 'em,
works,
John.
right?
Stop flow.
But unfortunately, soul flow is so
It's the
difficult to
style
get
flow.
early game, especially on Iron Man, that it's not going to be happening. But as you can see, I'm doing 50,000 damage, which is double what I
Shit.
was doing before.
I'm hearing
So
people getting
that's already a huge
slimed in
upgrade.
real time.
I'm probably going to go
You're
out,
like glass
you know,
machine.
get myself like
I am
maybe
hearing
Shadow
people
Assassin
get
leggings,
slimed in real
maybe,
time.
you know, more talisman and stuff. And if I can get 100,000 damage, I think I'll give an attempt at doing a tier 2. Apparently I need like a revive
Okay,
heart and
okay.
stuff, but we'll see,
Wait, is
because there's some
Minecraft-
upgrades I need to make. And if you guys have any advice, please leave it in the comments, as I said before. I'd really appreciate it. I mean, like, come on. I genuinely... I can't even beat the hits phase of this boss. Like, I don't think you understand how bad that is. He is just genuinely hitting me, like, with, like, his aura. I mean, he's 50 meters away from me. What does he have, reach? You know, guys, can we get a Watchdog report on the Voidgloom tier 2? Like, this is actually ridiculous. I don't know what I need to do. I need so much help. It's kind of crazy. I feel like a tier 2 boss, especially when I can easily kill a tier 1, should not be this difficult, but like, clearly I'm missing something. Now, I do have some ideas, and I do know that this is something that is possible, obviously, so I'm just gonna have to genuinely like keep working at it. I think what I want to do is get obviously I want to get a better wand. I want to get the Wand of Mending. I probably need a crystallized heart, or at the very least like a zombie heart. Like, I need something. I also am going to need better accessories. That is a fact. As you see, I just got the Red Claw Talisman. I'm going to get the Cheetah one, the Cheetah Talisman, whatever. It's an epic. It's pretty cheap. I'm also going to get a few other ones. I'm aiming for like at least like 300 MP, I think. I'm not sure how difficult that is going to be, but, you know, I feel like that's like a good number, I've been told. If you guys know how much magic power I should have, then let me know. We got the Cheetah Talisman. Loki, a fun talisman. I'm not going to lie. It is a fun thing to do, the Cheetah. The thing is as well, is once you get the talisman, you never come back to this race, but the race is fun. So it's kind of cool. I'm going to get the Pigfoot as well and some other things, but yeah, that's kind of the idea. Okay guys, so as a person who has a creator code in Hypixel, it is legally my responsibility to make you aware that they have skins that you can buy 24/7. This is actually something I forget about pretty often, but if you look right here, there's actually 2 dyes that you can buy right now. It is a red one that kind of fades into like, I don't know, you guys can come over here and check it out. It is in the hub if you just like turn around, kind of near where the carpenter is, kind of that area. And there is an ice cream cone power skin, which I think looks super, super cool. And using code Modcraft on the Hypixel store, I know, shameless, you can save 5%. But this skin looks so sick. I mean, like, I'm a fan. I'm a fan for one. And yeah, as you can see, there is certain skins that are here permanently, which I think are very cool. But there are some skins that like rotate on like basically like a seasonal rotation. I don't know if anything... I can't really relate it to anything, but it's kind of cool, and I like how it has the exact same smile as my skin. Very cool. So if you guys want this skin, which I think it looks sick, you get like a power skin, which is like 2, like you get the cone, which is a 1 power orb, and then the ice cream, which is like a second one. I know it looks so cool. I'm a big fan, so I'm gonna buy this. I'm also gonna buy it on my main profile just because I think it's that cool, and I also think it matches my face very nicely, so I can kind of wear it as a helmet. But yeah, just want to let you guys know that you can use code Modcraft, save 5%, support the channel a ton. And yeah, anyway, the support recently has been crazy. Let's get back to the actual gameplay. Okay, so I did enough Arachnes here that I now have enough to make a Revenant Viscera, which means I can now make the upgrade to the Wand of Mending if I had Dark Oak Logs. Now, you would be thinking, Modcraft, I mean, Dark Oak Logs, let's be honest here, like that is not hard at all. And that would be true if it wasn't for one very, very small fact. Let's actually go and buy some Dark Oak Logs right now from here, just because, you know, it's going to speed up the process and whatever. Yeah, so I'm sure a lot of you guys will know what it is, but, you know, just in case you don't, there's a little hint, me right-clicking my sword. I might be in 1.8.9. That's the only thing stopping me right now from getting the oak logs, so I'll probably get them later when I change versions, because I'm looking very lazy. I'm not going to do it right now, and I got a lot of other things to work on, so I'm going to go do that, but just know that theoretically I do have the Wand of Mending. It's just, I need to change versions to get access to it. And now, I have Revenant Visceras, Remnant of the Eyes in my inventory, because I really want to see, like, how can I even, like, survive? Let's say, like, maybe the hits phase is, like, let's say I can survive through the hit phase, right? Like, is there some way I can deal enough damage to this boss? Or, like, do I need a ton more damage? Because, well, let's just find out, you know what I mean? Let's just hit this thing, and let's just see how it goes. So, there we go, we're out of the hits phase. We now use our thing, and, I mean... it's interesting. I do have very good lifesteal. I think if I got like I think that if I got the upgrade and I got like the revived heart, whatever, something to double my healing, then I might honestly have a chance. Like I know what I do. I did 1,000,000 damage, right? 10% of its health, but a lot of that is just survivability. I think if I could double my healing, which means I'd be gaining like 200 health a second, and then increase my defense, obviously. There's honestly a decent chance here. Like, and if I get maybe like 100,000 damage a hit for more lifesteal, like we could honestly be looking at some pretty good things. Like I see some decent potential here. So I mean, you know, it does depend, but yeah, I still need advice, obviously. But you know, it's going alright so far. Okay, so I learned something very interesting. Apparently, what my idea was, right, is I'm going to make the zombie minions, and this is not the thing that went wrong. I tried to make a design where they die of fall damage, but apparently mobs don't drop when they die from fall damage. They don't drop resources. Interesting, very interesting. If there is something that I'm doing wrong, please let me know, but I was dropping them into hoppers, and the items were just not, I don't know what was going on. I'm gonna be honest. Is that like a thing? And I don't think that's always been a thing, right? Because I feel like I remember making mob droppers like in the past. So if I'm doing something wrong, let me know. But yeah, I don't know why that wasn't working. Very, very interesting. But yeah, just making some zombie minions because obviously I don't want to go out here and manually kill zombies to get rotten flesh, and it should take me, I think, about 4 days of these zombie minions to get the rotten flesh required, which is 4 days is a long time. But it will let me probably go on a mining arc. It'll let me go do some more dungeons. I could get some Shadow Assassin armor. Even maybe, yeah, I get Shadow Assassin armor. I could also do some farming. Farming's pretty important because I do need hot potato books. So yeah, over the next 3 days, it's not like I'm not going to have anything to do. It is just going to mean that it's going to be a while until I do tier 2 Voidglooms. And hey, hopefully in that time you guys can give me advice. But yeah, here's the design that I have. And I just don't know. I don't know why it doesn't work. If I'm doing something wrong, please let me know. But yeah. Also, I'm going to turn my island settings on. Well, I did it so I could AFK here, but I figured I might just AFK on my island overnight. And if you guys want to get like a screeny or get like a cake soul, then you can just come visit me, check me out. I'm just going to be sitting here AFK on my island. So yeah, I was going to do it originally just for the zombie minions, but I figured, hey, I'm here, might as well let you guys come and visit, get a cake soul. So yeah, /visit Modcraft. If I'm not online, my PC probably like crashed or something, or I'm probably recording a video or like doing something on my computer. So yeah, just if you guys wanted that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. That has been the episode. Now, as you can see, just a recap on things. If anybody has any advice on tier 2 Voidglooms for Iron Man, even like a good video to watch, please let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate it. I need help desperately. Second thing is, use code Modcraft on the Hypixel store. I'd really appreciate it. It helps me a lot more than you could ever imagine. And third thing is I am streaming now, and I'm going to try and stream more consistently. I'm going to try and stream before I upload this video. Maybe a little bit busy today, but I'll definitely stream tomorrow at around about the time that's on screen. And if I don't then I do just stream very often, so check it out on YouTube. Usually, and pretty much every day at that time, if I can. That's where I get the footage for the video, so if you guys want a chance to be in the video, then you can do that. As per usual, on screen, there are going to be 4 videos. There's going to be a playlist to all my full movies. There's going to be an Iron Man movie, mining movie, farming movie. Check them out. They're very good background noise. And yeah, without further ado, I will see you guys in the next one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ironman to Terminator. In today's video, we're going to be grinding from a brand new Ironman profile to a Terminator. You guys know the drill. In today's video, we're going to be focusing on mining, because obviously that's a big aspect of the Terminator. You know, you need a lot of lapis, and even just in terms of getting like the Enderman Slayer requirements, you're going to need a lot of refined mithril, and all of that kind of thing. So in today's episode, my goal is going to be working on getting Yogg armor, which is probably the best armor before going into Divan's or Sorrow. So it's something I'm going to use, because I don't think I'm going to be getting Divan's armor on this profile. We'll see how long it takes, obviously. Maybe I do get to the point where I have to do that. But yeah, so once again, if you guys use code Modcraft on the Hypixel store, you can save 5% on checkout, and I really, really, really would appreciate it. It helps out so much. These videos take a long time to make. Like, the full movies overall take a long time to make, and doing daily videos is very taxing, so I do appreciate all the support. Thank you very much. And yeah, also I am live streaming now a little bit more often. I'm trying to do it. So on the time on screen is where I'm going to be live streaming. So, you know, make sure to come over, check it out. You guys can possibly even be in a video. There's a lot of times where I'll put footage from the live streams and videos. So yeah, and without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, very exciting news, right? It has been a long time, and I have to say, admins, if you're hearing me, and I can make one change to the game, it wouldn't be this, but in this moment, can you guys please, I'm begging you, make the requirements to get the Crystal Hollows, please make it hard to mount in tier 3. It used to be hard to mount in tier 3, it was good back then, you could do it in 2 days by doing your dailies, and for some reason, I don't know why, but you guys made it hard to mount in tier 4, and I'm really not a fan of this, because the gear that you get going from hard to mount in tier 3 to hard to mount in tier 4 is no difference. There is genuinely no reason. And also, look at this guy. He dropped an alloy and then bought a golden dragon on a level 40 account. Kind of crazy. But there's genuinely no reason. Like, it makes no sense to me why hard to mount in tier 4 is a requirement for Crystal Hollows. It genuinely just, like, means that you have to go from, instead of doing pretty much, like, I think it's like 10 commissions, which I think is a decent bit. It teaches you about the game. You get a feel for the, you know, the mining aspect. Instead of that, it takes you like 90 commissions if you try and do it in 1 day. Now that obviously with dailies it becomes longer, but also nobody wants to be playing the game doing their dailies for a week, right? So if you could make it that you can unlock the Crystal Hollows at tier 3, I think that it would work exactly the same. If you guys disagree in the comments, please let me know. But yeah, I've been trying to think about things, as I said before, where the game can become not easier, but just more enjoyable for the average player. And you have to remember that getting access to the Crystal Hollows does not mean you get access to a better weapon, a better pickaxe, by the way, really. I mean, you get access to the jungle pickaxe, but that's not that much better. But what it does mean is it lets you just see new things, and you still can't mine gemstones. You're still wearing, you know, like poopy, like miner's armor. It just genuinely gives you access to this, and it just makes the game more enjoyable. So this is just my only request, please. But yeah, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going for Yogg armor, because it seems like probably the armor set that I'm going to use the whole time. Like, you pretty much go from Yogg to Dwarven, so I think it's going to be pretty good. It is going to take me a while. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to obviously grind up this, and then I'm going to go for the Dwarven. I'm going to kill the Bal to get the Yoggies, and then once I get to 1,500 mining speed, which I'm probably going to need like a jungle pickaxe and maybe some other things to get there. Once I do that, and also I'm probably going to have to reset my hard mountain. But yeah, once I get 1.5 thousand mining speed, I can instant mine this. I can do Bal for Yoggs, and it shouldn't take me that long. It might take me like a day or so, but we'll see. Okay, so I found a Doa, which is pretty cool. Because considering I don't have any wishing compasses, it's actually honestly pretty lucky. As you can see, I need 200 sludge juice, so I'm going to go kill a bunch of sludges and get this. So yeah, pretty simple. It is actually an upgrade to my pickaxe right now by about 120 mining speed, which is very important, especially when I'm trying to get to like 1,500. So definitely gonna take this. Would recommend that if you guys are following along with me as per usual. This is a very good thing to do, so would recommend. And yeah, just a nice upgrade, and I'm very much going to be happy because I need all the mining speed I can get to 1.5 thousand, and then I can instant mine hardstone, and it should make everything a lot easier. Okay, so I actually found this really nice area right here, just been grinding them up, and I'm using my Picker Nimbus ability, the right click one where you throw it to destroy the kind of blocks in the area, which means I'm getting hardstone while I'm going, because the issue with hardstone is you actually need 9 stacks instead of just the usual 2.5 to make an enchanted, so I need like 250,000 enchanted hardstone, or 250,000 hardstone, sorry, which is like a lot. And there's also the issue of like my inventory getting full because I have terrible storage, so yeah, just been doing this to try and get the collection. You know, once again, just a little piece of advice, just a little thing I've been doing. But yeah, so now I should have 200 sludge, which means I can go buy the pickaxe. Very big upgrade. And I wanted to say thank you guys for all the comments. I just read a comment while I was mining these sludges that said that I did not have my Campfire Initiate badge in my accessory slot. So I just wanted to say I do read all the comments you guys put, so I do really appreciate it. And even the smallest pieces of advice like that, like sometimes I just don't realize, and it is a good piece of advice. So if you want to comment something, I really, really appreciate it. And thank you to everybody who has been leaving comments. I read all of them. Sometimes I can't respond because it does take a lot of time, but I do appreciate it. And yeah, thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to enchant this, and I want to see that if I reset the Harder Mountain, I'm hoping that I can get 1.5 thousand mining speed, so I can instant mine the stone right now. Okay. I can't make I don't have the enchanted hardstone recipe, and the heat chestplate, which would technically give me slightly more mining speed than the current setup I have right now. unfortunately does require miner's armor, which I guess I can go get in a second, but honestly, at this point, like, prospecting armor is so close, unless I really need, like, a tiny bit of mining speed, it shouldn't matter. Oh, wait, it seems like okay, I have 1.5 thousand, wait, that's, oh, okay, and I just realized why. So, that is only because of the Better Together event. It seems like I'm gonna need a bit more. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reset my Heart of the Mountain tree, and then see maybe if that gets me close enough, because I do have one spare token of the mountain. It's just like nothing seems like something I would want to buy. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't, like, I don't really need gemstone speed. I don't need gemstone fortune, because like I'm just not mining either of those yet. I actually don't even know if I'll mine either of them at all. I might, you know, get like a tiny bit of gemstones on my armor just so I can get the little bit of mining speed, but thinking about it, I don't think you actually need any of it. So yeah, if I jump in here, it seems like I have, okay, I'm just under, aren't I? Okay, how am I gonna get, I need to get 80. I think what I'm gonna do is I think I might go to the forge and get myself the equipment, because I don't think it's very expensive to get the base tier mithril equipment. We will see, and I do think I have a decent bit of saved up mithril, enchanted mithril. I'm not sure how much it costs. If it costs like a stack per piece, then I might be cooked, but we'll check and we'll see how much it costs. So I'm gonna come over here, come over to the forge, and yeah. Let's see. Also, I guess I might as well, while I'm here, you know, upgrade the quick forge. Might as well max that out. And yeah, so once again, I mean, I think a Bal pet would be very nice, and I'm pretty sure that over the time, because a Yogi is 1 out of 20, right, as a chance for a drop from the Bal, and a Bal pet is, I believe, 1 out of 8,000 for an epic, which means that in the time it'll take me to get 400 Yogis, I should get 1 Bal pet, which is, you need 40 Yogis per piece. Okay, that means that, alright, there's a 30% chance I get a Bal pet. I think, I'm actually not sure if the Bal pet is even like, maybe I need a Skather pet, or a Bal pet. Maybe even like a Mithril Golem will work, honestly, but yeah. Okay, as you can see, the equipment is actually pretty cheap, so I'll come back in an hour when I have it, and it should hopefully give me enough mining speed. I'm hoping. I did see that there was a Better Together event, so I'm really hoping that didn't affect my mining speed. Otherwise, I might be cooked, because I don't think it's going to be very easy to get hundreds more mining speed right now, so just something to keep in mind. Very much hoping that I can get to 1.5 thousand, because without it, it's just like the difference between instant mining and not instant mining, especially on like 300 ping, is it's horrible. It's just unplayably bad. Okay, so as I said, being here with Bal is probably the easiest way, unless there is a better way. If there's a better method, please let me know. I probably need Flamebreaker armor as well for the heat resistance, but right now what I do is I just kill Bal, and then I just run up into the sky and just shoot the Yogis with my bow, and then like repeat. So it's not like a bad system right now. I wouldn't mind getting Flamebreaker, probably the whatever heat armor, the next one I'm gonna get. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good system. It's not super fast, but like I mean, it's Iron Man. Like, I know I'm trying to put off all the long grinds, but at some point I am going to need to sit down and just kill Bal for like, you know, a couple hours. Like, it is part of the game, so yeah. Probably the thing I'm going to be doing today after I get heat armor is just grinding up Bal on repeat. Kind of inconvenient, but I mean, it's Iron Man. I can't ignore, you know, I can't just ignore the aspects of the game that require grinding, so yeah. That's kind of what I'm going to be doing today, is mostly mining. I think I'm going to do a few other little things, like getting some talismans and stuff, just some small profile improvements that I can find along the way, but yeah, the majority of this is going to be spent just getting the better armor set, so be ready for that. Okay, so I think that the equipment should be finished. If we come over here, he should be done. There we go, okay. I would recommend that every single person, Iron Man or not, should get this setup. It is what? 2 enchanted mithril per piece, and it is, until you get to titanium, it is the best like mining equipment in the game, so would 100% recommend it. And as you can see, the titanium is like 16 refined mithril, a refined titanium. Like, it's not crazy, but it is slightly expensive, so do keep that in mind. So now what I think I'm going to do is make my way over to the crystal hollows and see if I can instant mine. If I can, it would be very convenient. I guess we'll just have to find out, so yeah. Hi, Callisa. Alright, so it says here, right, if we check out mining speed, I can't instant mine, right? Like, I'm very confused. I'm very, very confused. Because it does say, right, the mining speed you need is 1,500, am I correct? And as you can see there, I have 1,700 mining speed. Now, I'm not sure if it doesn't work, maybe because of the Better Together event, like, changing some of the stats or something, or I don't know what's going on here, but maybe, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you need more than 1,500 mining speed, but I am reading on the wiki, and that's what it's telling me. So if I'm incorrect here, please let me know. I also don't have the recipe yet for Enchanted Hardstone. That's kind of annoying. But yeah, if I'm missing something, please let me know. Otherwise, my worst situation I have to do is like get an armadillo pet to help me out, but I guess actually, I think you could do that. Okay, so I just unlocked the hot potato book collection, which is pretty nice. Now, obviously, I don't have a lot of hot potato books. I haven't done my my farming like arc yet, because I think that most of the hot potato books I'm going to get are probably going to come from dungeons, now that I've gotten to the point where I'm thinking I might honestly need Necron's armor. But, I have one of them over here. I can probably almost make two. So I guess we chuck this on like the katana, because, I'll take all the extra damage I can get. I will 100% take all the extra damage I can get, because honestly, I need it pretty desperately. Okay, and as I said before, I do try and spend a lot of time on my island. If I do see you visit me, I might come over and say hi. So if you want to visit out the island, check it out. Be very cool. This is an Iron Man with a divine cake soul. So I always appreciate when Iron Man capture my cake soul, because I know that like that's a 1 out of 1,000 chance. That guy probably is going to get an average of like 3 cake souls per year. So when you guys use it on me, I really appreciate it. But what I can see here is I actually forgot I unlocked the aspect of the end recipe. I didn't even remember I did this. Kind of crazy. So yeah, coming in here, we can get an aspect to the end. I must have got this while I was grinding ender pearls for the like to get the katana, and I must just not have realized that I unlocked it somehow, because I have almost double the collection required. So that's pretty cool. I'll definitely take that. And yeah, as you can see, I'm still collecting these zombie minions. They're going to take a while, mostly because I keep filling up and I'm very inefficient. But eventually, at some point, I should get the zombie heart, and hopefully the amount of time it takes me to get the zombie heart will allow me time to get Necron's armor, because as I said, I don't think Shadow Assassin is going to cut it. I think I want 3/4 Necron, and then we can probably look into it, but yeah, we'll see. Because getting the zombie helmet for the doubled healing is really, really important. Okay, so I have very good news, guys. I've finally gotten over my fear of playing on 1.21, and I finally got the required wood, so now I can come over here and make myself the upgraded wand. Now, obviously, this isn't enough healing without the mask, but once I get some sort of helmet that doubles my healing, it's going to take this upgrade. Have I got the recipe right? Okay, I hope so. It's going to give me 180 health per second. Now, I think the reason I can't craft it right now is because I didn't claim my rewards. I think that sounds like the most reasonable answer. I probably didn't claim my Revenant Slayer rewards, or I haven't even unlocked it, which would be kind of interesting. If we come over here, boss rewards. Yep, okay, I didn't collect the rewards. That is something you guys should probably remember to do. If you guys have a similar issue, then that's probably the reason. Can't believe I forgot to do that. Wow, that is some free Skyblock XP that I really care about. And also 3 health points, wow. Maybe I would have survived the Voidgloom Slayer if I had had that extra 3 health points. I'm sure that would have made a major difference, so thank you for that. I appreciate it, Hypixel. And now, coming into here, as you can see, the upgraded katana, it's not out of the question, because I have already grinded up 2 Nullo Voids. The thing is, I don't want to do that another 4 times. Like, that took a very long time. It would probably take me like 8 hours, which is like, and I also think that the Atom stuff, I believe that you need to kill a tier 2 to unlock it. So yeah, I really think that the only real solution here is getting Necron's armor, because I would love a Soulflow battery, but as you can see, that requires 6 of them. And like getting Soulflow would give me, as you can see, the ability, plus 200% ferocity, which means, I'm right clicking here, not enough Soulflow. I'm doing 3 times as much damage thanks to the ferocity stat. So that would be very, very cool. It's just, I can't get it. I could get it, but it would take me like 8 hours of grinding. So yeah, maybe at some point I have to just suck it up, but that moment is not today, so we'll see. But what I do want to do, run in, do some dungeons. Let's see if there's anybody in Party Finder. Nope, okay, cool. You know what? Better idea. We're going to go do the dojo. The reason is, I actually do need the belt, because it is going to reduce the amount of damage I take. So by going through to the dojo, because as you can see, if you look in combat, I actually just unlocked combat 22, which means I now have access to the Crimson Isle. It used to be combat 24, I believe, but they changed it, so thank you, Hypixel, very much appreciated. But we can now come in here. I'm going to do the dojo, and I'm trying to get, obviously, I'm trying to get the highest belt possible, because, reducing the amount of damage I take is very, very cool, and it should hopefully help me as well, because I'm going to need all the survivability and all the damage that I can get, so yeah, very important. I also did learn that apparently there's a bunch of attributes I'm missing, and there are some of them that, give me increased damage against end mobs, and increased damage taken from a decrease taken from end mobs. So I might have to go look into those, maybe in the next episode, maybe this episode, we'll see, depends how much time we have, because honestly, like, you know, I mean, that's what I need. 30% more damage against end mobs. Like, I'm sure that's additive, but like, that's still probably a decent bit of damage, right? Right? I don't know how additive damage versus multiplicative damage works, but all I know is that additive is not very good. I want you guys to just like observe what happens when you have like 300 ping and you try and do like anything in the dojo. It is not a fun experience. But blaming ping aside, I'm not even gonna bother with this last one, to be honest, because there's no way I'm getting like 2,000 from it. So pretty much I've got the green belt, which is like pretty embarrassing. Obviously, you know, later on I can come back and redo these, but I was getting rage baited so hard. Like the one with the walls, I swear I wasn't even touching it. Like my ghost must have been touching it. Like my aura was like hitting the walls because I was not. I don't know what was going on. But yeah, we got a decent belt, you know, 3% less damage. I'll take it. It's not like I had a better belt going on anyway, so that's kind of cool. Yeah. Now I can do the fun thing where in 2025 you have to clear out your inventory for the dojo. Hypixel, please. Hypixel, please. I don't like clearing out my inventory, and I think it decreases the amount of people who do the dojo because you have to come in here and empty out your entire inventory of all the rubbish you have in there, and then come back and then do the same thing on repeat. So yeah, please. Okay, so I do want to make it a thing where every single episode I try and work on getting more magical power. And the reason for this is obviously because magical power is what's going to increase my damage by a very big amount. So if I can get 20 to 30 magic power every single episode, you know, work on getting my redstone collection up, I think that over time it's going to make a big change. You know, in 10 episodes I'll have like 300 and we can keep repeating this. So today I have some easy ones. I have the speed talisman, and I then realized that I now have no slots left in my accessory bag, so I'm gonna go do a few things. And it is a good thing that this episode is about mining, because we can come through to the Dwarven mines, and if you guys don't know, they actually added these new areas where you can like mine redstone and stuff in the Dwarven mines, which I think is just one of those changes where it's like, man, like, thank you, like, this is a really good quality of life change, and it's really done like good things for the game. So, you know, good job Hypixel, this was done very well. I can just come over here, right click my Pickaxe ability, and I can just get like a ton of redstone here super easily, hopefully. Boom, there we go. I mean, not that much redstone, obviously. My mining fortune isn't that high, but as you can see there, you know, we got a little bit of redstone, and we can now come over to the redstone miner and trade this in for some accessory slots. So if we come through to the Dwarven mine, actually, we go into the Dwarven mines and just take the elevator back down. That might low-key be easier. Come through here, come to the pigman's den, come up here. We can now talk to him, give him the materials he needs, and we should get the 2 extra slots, and then we can buy the 2 more talismans, or craft the 2 more talismans because I'm on Iron Man. Okay, yeah, like as you can see here, there are some easy ones I should 100% be getting. The magnetic talisman and the talisman of coins, there we go. That actually, the magnetic talisman will now allow me to do that one secret I couldn't do in dungeons. It's the one where it's like behind like the gate, and you have to like, you can flick a lever, but if you have the magnetic talisman, you can just grab it through. It's like in a sewer area. If you guys know it, you know it. But yeah, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spend a bit of time just mining up some redstone. Probably in the next video, we'll work on some more accessories and stuff, because we're going to be moving our way into doing like floor 6 and eventually floor 7. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that in the next episode, and yeah, let's, yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I really, really appreciate it. In today's episode, we did a decent bit of mining. The issue was that we couldn't instant mine the hardstone, and we couldn't get the yogis, but we're making our way towards getting yog armor, which I think is very, very nice, and obviously our main goal of getting the Terminator. So yeah, now in the next episode, I'm going to be doing some floor 7 runs, because, you know, I need to get better floor 7. I need to get better combat armor so I can do more damage while I'm waiting for this revived heart. I'm also going to work on obviously doing more Bal so I can get more yogis, and trying to figure out how I can instant mine hardstone, because that is going to be a big issue. I think just, you know, maybe I'll have to get a Picker Nimbus from doing some Nucleus runs or something. We'll figure out some way. Maybe I'll get myself an Armadillo pet. We'll figure out something, right? But yeah, remember to use code MODCRAFT on the Hypixel store. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be streaming probably before I upload this video, and then at the same time tomorrow as well. So make sure to check that out. And yeah, there's going to be 4 movies on screen. Check them out. They're great background noise. Would recommend. There's a whole playlist there as well if you guys want to listen to 20 hours of Iron Man to Hyperion videos. So yeah, without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next episode. I appreciate you being here. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Iron Man to Terminator. In today's video, I'm going to be grinding on a brand new Iron Man profile all the way to a Terminator. That means that I'm going to be doing mining, money making methods, farming, dungeons, everything that you can imagine in an Iron Man profile in the process of getting this Terminator. Now, in this episode, I do know that I've called it the money making method, and we will be talking about how to make a ton of money, and the reason for that is because I got very, very lucky in dungeons and dropped some pretty cool drops, which you will see in a couple of minutes. So don't worry, this entire video is not going to be me talking just about money making methods. It is going to be also me, you know, doing dungeons and actually playing the game of Iron Man and progressing in the world, so keep that in mind. But yeah, I just wanted to mention, I now have a code on the Hypixel store. You can now use code MODCRAFT to save 5%. And as you can see, there is an upcoming fire sale for a molten glaciite golem. And the special thing about this is that there's only 2,000 for sale. And if you go into here, preview, it's pretty cool. But the last time that they sold only 2,000 was like, I want to say back here, like I want to say the tarantula skins, which by the way, when they sold these, they sold a bunch of them together. And there's, you know, some of these are going for like 90 million coins each. And they're the price of, I believe, 2 cookies. So there's potential to make profit here. The low amount, and the fact that this is, I believe, the second glaciite golem skin, as you can see, and the other one was 60 million, and it pretty much looks exactly the same. So I'm not giving any financial advice here on what the skin price is going to be, but if you do plan on spending gems, this could be a good purchase to, you know, get more money for your real life money spent, and you can always save 5% using code MODCRAFT, and it helps the channel greatly. Alright, anyway, back to the video. Okay, so in this video, you're going to see a common theme of me getting really, really lucky in terms of things I don't want. Or maybe I do want, but like not as desperately as I would like for other things. As you can see there, I just got myself a recom, which, you know, like a recom's nice. I'm going to need a bunch of them on the profile, but I would very much rather get the Shadow Assassin pieces that I'm missing. As you can see here, I dropped another recom back to back. This could have obviously, you know, it would have been much better if there were Shadow Assassin pants, but you know, it's going to be a common recurring theme here, so keep that in mind. Okay. Now, to be honest, that might be like the least happy you've ever seen anybody about getting back-to-back recoms, and the reason for that is, obviously I have to buy them, like they're rare enough that it's a necessary thing to buy, and I will need them further on. It's just like, right now I would really like Shadow Assassin armor so I can get into floor 7, so I am, you know, like I know that technically, mathematically, you know, it's not like I'm taking up the odds of getting something else, but like, it just, in my head, it's kind of annoying, because it feels like, you know, like that could have been Shadow Assassin leggings, but instead it was 2 recoms, which, you know, I'd probably rather the Shadow Assassin leggings at this point. Hey, so remember what I said about, you know, getting lucky about things I really don't want and that kind of thing, and, you know, remember how I was like, hey man, I really want Shadow Assassin armor, definitely not any other items. Well, as you can see here, running floor 5, let's think, what is rarer than Shadow Assassin armor that I probably wouldn't want? Is it a sword, perchance? Is it a sword that I hate because I think that it's worse than the Giant Cleaver drastically? No. What? Let's see. Let's see. They lose, like, all of the movement because, like, you kind of have to stop moving to play your gun. Also, we got a Livid Dagger. Are you serious? Alrighty, chat. So we're going to be grinding up 600,000 coins. Alright, GG. Kind of cool, actually. I mean, clove because I'm goated. Okay, so we're smurfing. Actually, wait, can I just afford this straight up? My M7 run, my full 7 runs are faster than, yeah. I read none of that correctly, but I still think I got the point across. My floor 7 runs are fast. Wait, how long was that run? That run was 2.5 minutes. You're not running a 2.5 minute floor 7 run. Oops. Okay. Well, I can buy the Livid Dagger now. That's cool. And the Livid Dagger is actually going to be an upgrade until, like, I get the Giant Cleaver. It's also going to be an upgrade, in terms of, because it has the attack speed bonus. Like, it's going to be an upgrade for Arachne. It's going to be an upgrade for doing the tier 2 Voidglooms as well. Maybe, if I'm comparing it to the Katana, it's going to be an interesting comparison. Damage-wise. The plus 200% damage to Enderman is kind of good there. We'll see. Should be an upgrade in dungeons, though. It has a high gear score without enchantments, okay. And without reforge. After this run, I'm gonna go to Kudra. Alright, I appreciate you being here. How much damage are we doing? 70... So buns, what the hell? Unironically doing less... We're unironically doing less damage than the Hyper Cleaver. That's so bad. Are you serious? Why are we doing 70,000 damage with a Livid Dagger? What the hell? Wait, what am I doing wrong here? I mean, I know it has the attack speed, but like the cleaver has the ability. Are we okay, you know what? Come on, be real. There's no way that this is worse than the like earlier tier. Right? It doesn't even have first strike. Stars? The Hyper Cleaver doesn't have stars on it either. This is why I'm the biggest hater of the Livid Dagger, low-key. That was a waste of 5 million coins. Yeah, I know I should try Spicy, but I don't think Spicy is going to make that big of a difference either. Like, in terms of damage, we're doing, you know... Can I even enchant in dungeons? Nope, okay. Cleave ability is useless. Okay, so we don't have a brain. I can 100% assure you that the cleave ability is not useless. Like, on everybody's soul. On everybody in chat, the cleave ability is not useless. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but in the patch notes recently, they made it so that you can now stack sharpness and smite, which you might be thinking, like, that realistically on melee attack should be a buff, right? Because obviously, if you guys didn't know, on, like, mage abilities, like any ability, such as like a Hyperion right click or the Spirit Scepter, sharpness actually doesn't do anything, because it increases melee attack damage by 30%, which obviously the abilities are not, but it should theoretically increase by 30%. Now I'm going to imagine this is an additive 30%, so I'm probably going to see like a 5% damage increase, but I am curious to see what happens, so we're going to jump in here and do a damage test with the Livid Dagger and with the cleaver and see. Okay, these are tanks. About 200,000, 240. Okay, and then the Livid Dagger is doing like 135. Okay, very interesting, very interesting. Now I want to go. Can I even? I don't think. Yeah, I can't enchant in dungeons, right? Let me go to the hub. Let me chuck some enchants on here. Let me chuck sharpness and smite onto these two. Boom, smite. Now that's the thing as well, is the sharp cleaver didn't even have smite on it, and it was doing more damage than the Livid Dagger. Like, that's kind of crazy. It's not even the best. It's not even the best cleaver. It's really interesting. I know it is 5-starred, which is a bit of a difference, but even then, like, come on, when it wasn't starred, they were doing like the same damage, so you can't really make that argument. Okay, coming in here, so about 200,000 versus like 135. Now let's see with the I feel like this should do the most damage difference. Obviously, we're not really hitting against Crypt Dreadlords. Let me find a smite zombie. 220. Honestly, I'll take a 10% increase in damage. Like, I will really take that. Let's see. That's pretty nice. Obviously, even a 20% increase in damage. Now, this is obviously with the smite upgrade, which is a bit different. Let's see with sharpness, because as you can see, going to sharpness, it increases. That's not the right. There we go. Increases melee damage dealt. So, boom, pretty cool. Jump in with the cleaver, and that's a tank zombie. It's not really going to count. 150. Honestly, that's another like 20% increase from 125 to 150. That's pretty good. Honestly, like a decent buff to melee, and to be honest, we kind of needed it because abilities are just really strong. Like, ability damage in this game is just way too good. So a damage buff of like 20%, I mean, I think people will take that. Maybe 10, 20%, like, that's pretty good. Okay, so as you can see in here, I actually, no, wrong one. In here, somewhere, let me find it. Somewhere I dropped Shadow Assassin leggings. I can't, it's somewhere, that's not it. Nope, no. Well, this is a Livid Dagger. I got a Livid Dagger, I got the 2 recoms, and somewhere in here I got Shadow Assassin leggings. That's floor 6. Come on, it's gotta be here somewhere, right? Right? Surely I didn't lose it, right? Okay, there we go. Only 3.2 million coins as well. I mean, thank goodness for the pole perks. I will definitely take that. I'm saving a ton of money. And I want to buy the Giant Cleaver, so we're going to be grinding up about 20 million coins today. So that is the goal. And doing that, we're going to be doing my favorite money-making method that everybody, if you guys have seen a single one of my videos, you guys know I'm going to be talking about. It is Arachnes. Arachnes, you're making like 15 million coins per hour in a good lobby with a very newbie setup. Like, all you need to do is like 10,000 damage and you can make a ton of money. As you can see here, I'm going to be going straight into here, and the first lobby I did has Arachnes here. I'm going to run around, hit these with my sword, and make about 15 million coins, which is just absolutely insane. Okay, so there we go. The Shadow Assassin leggings have been bought. Boom, very big upgrade. In terms of just like the difference between these and the Holy Dragon, like let's go and reforge these really quickly. I think the damage difference is like insanely crazy. I don't think I'm gonna care that much. Look, I'm gonna run the floor 5s because like there's a chance I get a Shadow Assassin chestplate, and that's kind of cool. And I need to do either like 100 floor 5s or like 70 floor 6s to get access to floor 7, which I think is a crazy amount. But yeah, and I decided I think floor 5 has like the best loot that I could possibly want. It also has like overload, and those kind of things. So pretty cool. But yeah, as you can see, like the difference is kind of good. Like the difference is like a ton of damage. So yeah, pretty nice. Anyway, back to Arachnes, back to making money. I still gotta make another 15 million coins, so let's get to that. Okay, so I'm hoping right now that I have enough money. I should have a tiny, I mean, what is it? It is up Paul right now, I think, is the minister, so we should be getting like a 20% discount or whatever. So 2 recoms should be 10 mil, and then another 5 million coins. Honestly, like if I still the tarantula pets right now, which are each, by the way, 100,000 coins, so that's like 1 million coins right there, then I should have 15 million coins, which means I'll actually have a little bit left over, which is very nice. Now, I don't have anything I want to put the recoms on right now. I think I will be saving that for the katana and for the, I mean, I could technically put it on my katana right now if I plan on upgrading, actually. That's not a bad idea. My katana, and then my final destination. I don't think for dungeons, and especially floor 7, I don't think I'm going to need a recom that badly. If I do end up needing it, you know, I'm sure I'll drop 2 or 3 more just doing the 100 floor 5 runs I have to do. So yeah, let me go through here and just buy the recoms. Okay, so now I want to do a quick damage test. Now, the reminder is the improvements we've made so far are the Shadow Assassin leggings, and the cleaver is now a giant cleaver. And as you can see there, okay, hold up. The damage before was like 240,000, so okay, wait, that's like a decent increase. I mean, just for upgrading my leggings and my weapon, I mean, going from 220,000 to 380 is looking like a pretty big jump. Like, I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. Obviously, once I get Soul Eater, it's going to be such a big improvement. Like, Soul Eater does so much damage, but even right now, I think this is going to be fine. Like, it's almost, 80% increase in damage. We'll definitely take that. Have the 2 recoms there, which I can put on the katana, and honestly, once I get the zombie heart, I think I'm going to be ready to do tier 2 Voidglooms. Like, I'm very confident. But yeah, obviously, that's going to take a while with my minions, so we'll keep them going. Okay, so I said I was going to, in every single video work on getting some magic power. First of all, the first one I want to do is I can get the first tier of the chocolate bar from the chocolate factory. And I'm also like 500, like, which is like, I guess a few hours away from the second one, so I'll probably get that off video. But I can get the first and second tier, which is a big improvement. And then the second thing I want to go for is the personal compactor, because it's just like the most important accessory in the entire game. I mean, it's very, very good. So yeah, I'm going to start grinding up cobblestone for that as well, and that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I was farming up some cobblestone, right? You know what I mean? I got my pickaxe, I got my mining armor, I got my mining pet, I got my mining everything. Tell me why in Cobblestone Collection 6 does it give me 1000 farming XP? Like, I know what they say. I know they say that cobblestone is like the wheat of mining, but I don't think that means that you should be getting farming XP from breaking it, you know what I mean? Kind of a weird, kind of a silly bug, I guess. I'm guessing this happened when they moved around the, I want to say pets, when they made the silverfish pet easier to get. That's the only thing I could be guessing. But yeah, I think it's kind of funny that you get farming XP from this, and I also haven't seen anybody bring it up. So, like, usually with a bug like this, you know, people mention it from time to time just because it's kind of funny. But I haven't seen anybody mention it. So yeah, just in case you guys didn't know, a little fun fact. Tier 6 cobblestone, you get 1000 farming XP. Okay, so I think for, this profile's probably been going for about 10 days now, and coincidentally, I've never been online for the Jerry's Workshop event, so I finally got access to this. Now that does mean that I can I can do a bunch of things. There's a bunch of accessories and stuff I can get here. You know, talking to this person here, I can trade in my North Stars. Over here, I can get presents. I do think that there's also obviously the event where I can get like a bunch of other stuff as well. So yeah, I think what I want to do is get the talisman from here if I can. You know, I gotta hope that I just get lucky enough because I think it's like a 1 out of 100, or 1 out of 270. As you can see here, there's also some enchantments which are pretty cheap actually. Refrigeration is going to be very important for my setup, but I don't think I need it right now, and obviously I'm going to need to participate in the event to get the volcanic rock, I believe. And I don't believe that that event is going to happen for, I think, 7 hours or something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck looting 4 on here. Just, you know what, just in case, increase the chance of me getting an ice spray wand or whatever while I'm running dungeons, like there's nothing that more RNG could, do negatively. And the second thing I'm going to do is probably chuck on Scavenger 4 so I make more money from doing Arachnes. Yeah, as you can see, 7 hours away is the season of Jerry. That is not happening. I'm going to be so real with you guys. I will not be awake for that, so maybe next week. You know what? Like, it's like a common accessory. I don't think I'm going to be doing, Void Glooms in the next 5 days or whatever, so I think I'll be fine in terms of refrigerate. Let me chuck Silk Touch on here, and I just want to get the ice collection just because, you know what? Just getting access to ice minions, at least, is going to be very, very useful. There we go. I don't think there's anything else here that's too good, if I can be completely honest. Yeah, but the talisman I'm going to get through, mining here for a while, so I'm sure I'm going to get a decent bit of ice collection. Also going to get a decent bit of presents as well, which obviously, gives me better enchants. Snow minions I don't really need. Minion skins I don't really need. Honestly, the only thing I'm looking for really is the North Stars and the enchantments, maybe a little bit. Yeah, getting some glacial fragments, not too bad. I'm gonna preface here. I'm not sure how rare the thing. Like I know how rare the thing I got is. I just don't know like how conceptually rare it is. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure there are some very high level Iron Man players and other people in the game who've been grinding for the item that I got for a very long time, and they're gonna be so mad at me. I'm assuming there's some people who have so much PTSD from this item that they can probably predict what it is, like, already. But I was just going around here, kind of hoping I could get, hoping I could get myself the talisman. And I actually dropped the item that is 10 times rarer than the talisman, which, usually would be a good thing, but unfortunately, as you can see right there, the red hoodie, which I have no use for, but you can use it to get I believe the Abbey phone contact of one of the people here. I think that's what it's for. Yeah, I mean, I got very lucky, and to be honest, it was so lucky that I was kind of unlucky. I'd say it's kind of similar to, like, like, maybe getting, like, a Necron Star in dungeons, you know what I mean? Like, At rather get a handle, but, at least it's a rare item, I guess. And, so, yeah, I got that, and hopefully I get a talisman soon, because hopefully I didn't waste all my RNG. Okay, so, for the next video, or the next kind of thing I want to do in the game, I want to get Necron's armor because I really want to be like strong enough to do these tier 2s, because you have to keep in mind, because my magical power and my level is so low, I'm going to need to like overcompensate, which means I need Catacombs 24. Now that means I either have to do 100 floor 5 runs, in which I guess the goal is getting Legion, I guess a Shadow Assassin chestplate maybe, but most importantly probably Legion books. I plan on probably getting like 10 of those or whatever. That's like the most likely thing, I guess. And then the other option is doing 70 floor 6 runs, in which I kind of hope for like, I guess, a Necromancer sword or maybe even a Summoning Ring. However, that seems pretty unlikely as well. The only real benefit would be it would be like a lot faster. There's also not many good ultimate enchants, so if I'm missing something or if like summons are a really good idea, please let me know. But I think that what I'm going to do right now is, obviously just do floor 5s, but let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'd really appreciate it. Okay guys, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Now, once again, I do really quickly want to say that, once again, code Modcraft on the Hypixel store, you can save 5%, code MODCRAFT, because there is a fire sale coming up. Pretty much directly after I upload this video, the fire sale is going to be coming out maybe like 2 hours afterwards, so, get in early, buy your gems so you can get it before it sells out. I don't want to promote this too much, but it does help out the channel a ton when you guys use my code, so even if you're not using it for this fire sale, if you use it in the future, I'd really, really appreciate it. Once again, if you guys have any comments and advice, I really would appreciate it. I read pretty much every single comment that you guys leave, and there are tons of things I find out. Tons of things that, even if maybe it's like something I already know, just to be reassured that other people like agree with the way I'm going is very, very comforting, and very motivational to like see other people doing the same thing that I am. So yeah, as I say usually, on screen right now there are going to be 3 movies, and a playlist for all of my movies. They're pretty good background noise. I would definitely recommend them if you guys are preparing for a grind. Like, I don't know, you're doing your homework, you're grinding the garden, you're doing mining, you're just playing Skyblock and you want something in the background. I think that they're very, very good, fully edited, full movies. I mean, the Ironman to Hyperion one is like 7 hours long, so choose which one you think is most interesting. Check it out. I would recommend, and obviously I'd recommend it to my videos. And yeah, without further ado, I'll see you guys next time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ironman Terminator. In today's video, I'm going to be grinding from a brand new Ironman profile all the way to a Terminator. That means that I'm going to be grinding mining, I'm going to be doing farming, fishing, probably, I'm going to be doing combat, I'm going to be doing slayers, I'm going to be doing dungeons. Pretty much, this is going to be an early game Ironman guide for every single aspect of the game. So, make sure to stick around for the series. If you haven't watched the first episodes, I recommend you starting there, because obviously that's the best way to enjoy the content, and the best way to watch the entire guide. Now, in this video specifically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing floor 7. Now the reason for this is that there are obviously the ancient reforge I need to unlock for my armor when I want to be grinding the Voidglooms. There is some ultimate enchants that I would like. Honestly, I wouldn't even mind Necron's armor, to be honest, for before I get Final Destination to help me out with that. And there were a few other items I can get from floor 7, like a Wither Cloak, which could be pretty nice. So, what I'm going to be doing in this episode is doing my floor 6 completions, and I just wanted to mention really quickly that if you plan on using any money in the Hypixel store, you can use code MODCRAFT to save 5% at the checkout, and it helps the channel so much. As you can see here, there are some pretty cool skins at this NPC over here. As you can see, pretty cool, and they're pretty cool skins. But as you can see, in 37 hours, this bundle is going to be disappearing for a full year. So first of all, this is your last chance to get any of these skins if you're a big fan of them, but that does mean that in 37 hours, there's going to be new skins here. So make sure to come over and check them out. It's probably going to be about 24 hours from when I post this video. So yeah, if you guys are interested in doing that, please use code MODCRAFT. I'd really appreciate it. Really helps out with the series. Thank you for all the support, and let's get into the video. Okay, so a big upgrade that I've been waiting a decent bit of time for has finally been unlocked, and my minions have finally made enough rotten flesh so that I can get a zombie heart. Now, the zombie heart is meant to be good because it doubles your healing, which I'm hoping will allow me to get closer to be killing tier 2 Voidglooms. That is my biggest goal. Like, I know I want to unlock floor 7 and everything, but that is only progressing myself towards getting a tier 2 completion. The reason is, I don't want to kill 600 tier 1 Voidglooms. I'm going to be honest. Now, I know that killing tier 2 would only make that, slightly easier. I don't think it'll do more than, maybe 2 or 3 times easier. But 2 or 3 times easier, if I only have to kill 2 to 300, it'll genuinely be a lifesaver. Even if it takes me 1 minute to do a Voidgloom, I have to do that's 10 hours of tier 1 Voidglooms. Do you guys, 10 hours of tier 1 Voidgloom. I'm not built for that. I was built for that. There was a time when I probably could have done that, and that was probably a year ago. Okay, Skyblock wears heavy on the soul, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I got that in me, so we will see. But the good thing is there are plenty more upgrades to make, so if I just did 1 hour per day, per episode, then, maybe in a week or so, I could get it finished, but that's a long amount of time. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out something. Maybe I'll do a live stream subathon where I do a 24 hours of killing tier 1 Voidglooms or something, because I have to get this done. Unfortunately, I'm getting to the part of the Ironman where you have to actually be an Ironman player, and honestly, not a big fan. But yeah, anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing for the next very long amount of time if I fail to kill this tier 2. So hopefully I can kill it. Really, my entire sanity is on the line here. And the thing is, tier 2 Voidglooms, they still take a very long time to spawn in. They still take a long time to kill. It wouldn't be that much of a boost. It would just be at least it's not tier 1s, you know what I'm saying? At least it's something slightly better. Because there's no way I'm killing a tier 3. That's never happening. But a tier 2, maybe I can somehow, cheese my way over the finishing line, you know what I'm saying? Because once I get Final Destination armor, that's the best armor. That is the armor that I will be using the whole time. And that's the benefit of it. So, yeah. Really hoping here that I can kill this tier 2 Voidgloom. Make sure I have my, Enderman pet equipped and everything, because this is going to be an interesting grind. Yeah, I'm going to be real. Looking at the damage I'm dealing, I don't have a lot of faith. It has 10 million health. I'm going to have to hit it 200 times. I don't even have a proper wand. So, yeah, wish me luck, but I wouldn't put all my eggs in this basket, you know what I mean? Okay, wait, low-key, I'm kind of, okay. You know what? I was man, he isn't hitting, yeah. Yeah, it's over. Okay, so, yeah, I think we have to go back. We have to maybe make a few more upgrades. I don't think I'm really ready for a tier 2 Voidgloom, to be honest. Gonna have to go back to the drawing board, figure out maybe changing my helmet won't give me 8,000, survivability. But something's gonna have to change because I really need to kill these tier 2s. Unless you guys want to see a subathon, let me know. If you guys want to see me do a 24-hour killing Voidgloom stream, then let me know, because that is something I could do. Now, as you see, Diana is here, and I'm not stressing at all. I'm very confident there's going to be plenty more Dianas between now and me having to get a Terminator, especially because I can't even kill a tier 2 Voidgloom yet, so yeah, don't worry guys. I'm not stressing about getting Griffin Feathers or anything. I'm going to get the pet just because it's nice to have, I'm going to get the Spade, I don't know, just because it's also nice to have, but don't worry, I won't be doing Griffin Feathers right now, because I know it is not the best time to be doing it. Okay, so we got the Cata 34 tanking, that's fine. Alright. Recently started focusing on dungeons. I play Catacombs on Mage 26, 300 MP. Are there any upgrades I need to make? Get more than 300 magic power. That would be my suggestion. And also, I don't think a Yeti sword is the best weapon. I honestly think you might be better with a Spirit Scepter. But that could be, I could be wrong there. You should probably ask other people. Ready, I think. Hey, that's good enough for me. Alright. Hey, how's it going? It's going good, it's going good. I figured, you know what? I really need to get a video out this weekend. So, okay, I'll talk in the run. I really need to get a video out at least this week, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I need to get a video out this week. It's derpy right now. I might as well get floor 7 unlocked while I'm here. Because it's not like I'm going to be running... I'm not going to be doing the tier 1 Voidglooms right now. Because that would be a horrible idea because they have double health. And if I can get this done, then I can focus on doing the Voidglooms. 2 tanks? Sure. We'll 2 tanks. So yeah. I actually have no idea how I'm gonna go on this floor. It's been oh, they have double health, don't they? Yeah, right. Did they add the stonking item to the game yet? Or can you just have they added it yet? What's your bow? It's just a artisanal short bow. I will get 20,000 channel points. I completely forgot that was even a thing, to be honest. But I wish you good luck. Dungeon Breaker went. Have they added the Dungeon Breaker into the game? I have not played in like 3 weeks, I'm gonna be honest. Next update, I think? Okay, cool. I don't have any super boom. I'm throwing. I have 8, okay. What's your tier 4 Voidgloom setup look like? Gotta get into those terms. My Voidgloom setup right now is a Void Edge Katana with 1 hot potato book on it. Okay, I am a decent bit away. But yeah, it's going. Wait, please stop hurting me. Yeah, once I get this done, I can focus on getting Final Destination armor, and then from there, I might be able to do like, I might actually be able to make progress, like decent progress in terms of Voidglooms. Which was really like the biggest problem with making videos, is I wanted to do one every day, but like I needed to make so much progress every day that like it just didn't work with what I had going on. So I was like, let me do real life stuff, and then once I'm finished with that, which I'm done now I can focus on playing Skyblock 8 hours a day, as every person should always dream of. Okay, so for those of you who aren't aware, because I did just mention it, I feel like it's very unlikely that you haven't heard about it, because it has been out for a very long time now, or at least on the Alpha network. Now, as you can see, the Alpha is currently open to YouTubers and staff members, so I hope I'm allowed to show you guys this. First thing, nobody has voted in this election, by the way. I can completely rig it myself, because I'm the only person who has voted. So there we go, 100% of the votes. We now have Foxy as the mayor. But there is a new item that they are adding to Skyblock, and I'm not sure if you guys have heard of it. There's a good chance you have. It's called the Dungeon Breaker, and pretty much it's a replacement to the Stonk, and I think it is really, really, really cool. And I just wanted to show you guys what it is, because it's going to make dungeons so much better if they ever release it. First of all, come into the Wither Essence shop. As you can see, it is the pickaxe. It is, as you can see, you get a Dungeon Breaker upcharge. If you come over to this NPC here, Ophelia, you can buy it for 500 Wither Essence. So if I quickly grab one of these, as you can see, while in the Catacombs, it will allow you to break blocks pretty much. That's pretty much what it lets you do. It lets you break up to 20 blocks, and then there's some extra bonuses as well, where like every secret you get gives you an extra block, and you know, you can buy some upgrades in the Wither Rest in the shop as well. This item is so sick. Like, it's gonna be really cool on the main server, trust me, because like it's just gonna make stonking like easier. Like, I think it's gonna make dungeon routes a lot more fun. It's just gonna be genuinely like more enjoyable altogether. So yeah. Second thing, skins. There were the sheep skins recently, and I did get some on my main profile, not gonna lie, they were pretty cool. I'm probably gonna try and get all of them, but yeah, I thought they were pretty cool. I hope you guys use code MODCRAFT on the Hypixel store if you did buy them. But yeah, anyway, back to the profile. I just wanted to kind of show you guys that, because I think that's pretty sick. Like, the fact that they're adding like a pickaxe that'll allow you to stonk is gonna make the game so much better. I haven't really seen many people complain about it. If you guys do have a problem, let me know what it is, but yeah, I think it's pretty cool, so just want to put that out there. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to say is I got a treasure talisman on my final run for Catacombs 24. Isn't that convenient? I don't... Giant sword? Surely a giant... Okay, so I don't think... Yeah, I don't think we're getting a giant sword out of the wooden chest, to be honest. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. Let's go. Cata 24. Shout out to everybody who helped me out in the streams and everything. Honestly, it wasn't that many runs. Low-key took way too long to finish this. My apologies. I'm going to be doing more videos, more frequently. We will be getting back to it. But now it is time to move on from dungeons. Because obviously, like, I could keep running them, but honestly, I just want to get, like, floor 7 unlocked. And maybe I'll do a little bit if I need it. But really, my main goal right now is going to be getting Final Destination armor so that I can do the floor 7 runs to enchant the armor. And to do that, the first thing I want to do is get level 6 in Zombie, Spider, and Sven. This is going to unlock a bunch of talismans, but most importantly, what it's going to do is unlock Auto Slayer, which is very, very nice. Now, conveniently, because these Slayers came out about 5, I want to say even maybe 6 years ago, they released the Slayers, they did not scale very well with dungeon armor, I'm going to be honest. Doing a tier 4, like, Rev Slayer nowadays is super, super easy. I mean, I'm doing like 30,000 damage a hit, and honestly, like, I just take no damage. My survivability is crazy. So I'm going to be getting these to tier 6, which means I think about like 40 tier 5s of each, which is 120 in total, which is 20% of the amount of Slayers that I would have to do, you know, for the tier 1s to get 600. Oh my days. I'm going to have to do so many to get this Final Destination armor. So yeah, if I want to get Auto Slayer and just save myself like the time and thought that goes into starting a Slayer every time I do it, this is what I'm going to do. And I think it's going to be a good bonus to the profile. I know that they give like small stat bonuses, and also the talismans and stuff can be nice as well. So yeah, just going to get myself a level 6 in all of them, and then we can finally begin the very enjoyable grind of doing 1 bajillion tier 1 Enderman Slayer. Yeah, okay. Tell me if you're hyped, because I am. Okay, so pretty much, if I'm going to be doing these tier 1s, a very important thing is going to be 1-tapping these Zealot Bruisers, because 2-tapping them is obviously just doubling the amount of clicks I have to do and doubling the amount of time it's going to take. So right now I'm about 10,000 damage below, and the thing is, if I use my Aspect of the End to teleport, like, as you can, hold up, let me find something. If I TP, like right now, 50 whatever damage, if I use the Aspect of the End, I can 1-tap them, but I would like to do it just using like accessories or whatever. So I'm going to go out, get some more talismans. I was kind of between like, do I get Necron's armor or do I get talismans to do more damage? And I think talismans are going to be better because it's going to help me when I, you know, obviously move on from Necron's armor. So yeah, I'm going to go out, get a few accessories. It's actually a shame that I just missed the Spooky Festival because I could have gotten a bunch of stuff from here, but oh well, I'm sure I'll find plenty more accessories because like right now I think my total magical power might be like 100. Okay, I lied. My total magical power was not 100. If I craft this emerald ring right, how many emeralds? Okay. If I get 3 more enchanted emeralds, I'll show you. It's actually below 100. I don't even have 100 magical power right now. So that's kind of embarrassing. But yeah, as you can see, like the mining gear, it's kind of questionable, hey. Like I definitely won't be able to mine like all of the enchanted quartz and the enchanted lapis using this setup. But I guess it's going to do for now. Like, I don't know. But yeah, hopefully this should be enough emeralds right here. Make the emerald ring, and this should put us at 100 MP. This should put us at exactly there. Look at this. Triple digits, surely, come on. Boom. There we go. I'm ready. I'm ready to do tier 4 Voidglooms. Easy as that. Now, realistically, what I have to do is mine a bunch of redstone so I can get more accessory slots. And I was thinking, now that I've got the zombie heart, I don't need the zombie minions anymore. So I'm going to go replace them with redstone minions, and then hopefully they can generate, redstone over time, because 1.4 million redstone is a lot, especially to do with just a jungle pickaxe. Probably not going to be happening. Okay, so I also realized that, like, I should probably put compactors in these, because it'll increase the storage by 9, because in the time it took me to go and get the compactors, the minions had already filled up. So obviously an upgrade that I would probably appreciate. Another one as well would be, leveling up the minions, because once they hit level 2, they unlock extra storage slots, 2 extra slots, which once again is just way more storage, because redstone, as you will know, you get more than 1 resource per minion. So making sure they don't fill up is going to be very, very important if I want to maximize my efficiency. So yeah, just go through, we'll level up all of these that we can, and then it is time to actually go into trying to make sure that once again I do enough damage, because now I have the area to get more accessories. It's about dealing the damage, because I did realize that I kind of forgot about something before that might be a little bit significant. Now coming over here is the last accessory I'm going to be grabbing, only because it's very close to where the end is, so thought I'd grab it on the way. Yeah, easy common accessory, as you do, we'll grab that. But going over to the end now, I really want to see, or like I wanted to see how much more my damage would be, right? So like, I only got a little bit more accessories, like a couple of them. I think I only increased my magical power by like 15, but I remembered something that like will definitely allow me to one-tap the Zealot bruises, and I can't believe I forgot about this, because it was kind of the entire thing about the last episode. So yeah, I'm going to grab this talisman, and then I'll show you what I forgot, because it's kind of silly. Okay, so boom, we did it. We got the Pigfoot. A legendary racer once ran this island and said he finished in mere seconds. I wonder who that could be. Anyway, here's a pig's foot. Chuck that in the accessory bag. Now it's full. But you might see in my inventory, there's a diamond sword there. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but last episode, the whole thing was me, mining the mithril and me, doing the slayers so that I could get myself a katana. Well, I kind of forgot I was using that, because like, I know that right now I'm dealing like 55,000 damage with my cleaver, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be dealing a lot more damage with my katana. So I don't know why when I was recording this, or like when I was talking before, I just completely forgot that I made it. To be fair, yeah, 90,000 damage. It had been like a month since I, have played on this profile, unfortunately. So that could be the reason. But yeah, a little bit silly of me, because boom, here we go, way more damage. Honestly, if we get that to 10,000, I could phase skip, which would be pretty cool. But yeah, definitely going to be helping me out a lot. So happy I realized about that, because if I did all the tier 1s without realizing I could one-tap Zealot bruises, oh my days would I cry. Okay guys, so I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I know it's been a while. I am back. I'm going to be trying really hard on this series. I really want to get it finished. So yeah, I'm going to be back to posting. You have to keep in mind that my next goals do require a lot of time, but hopefully I'll get a video out tomorrow. Honestly, that's my goal. If not, maybe like 2 or 3 days. Just trying to be more frequently uploads, because like, I do want to progress through the profile, and I want to finish it soon. So yeah, as I said before, if you use code ModCraft on the Tailor's shop, as you can see, in 8 hours it's going to reset. So first of all, if you want to get the ones before they disappear, make sure you do that. But we can actually see in advance what dye is going to be coming out, because they're going to be in Vincent right now. So if we come into the dye area and we go across, we're looking for Tailor's shop, but with 0 sold. That will indicate that it's coming up in the new update, and that's already kind of like in the API. So if we come across, I think it might be on the 2nd page. Let's look. We're looking for, there we go, the marine dye. That's one of them, which is pretty much just like a darker ocean dye, I guess. I mean, look, there's a limited amount of colors that exist in the game, I understand. So a lot of dyes are going to look very similar. So you have to keep that in mind. Here's Spooky Dye, which is pretty much just Portal Dye all over again, I would say. I mean, I'd have to look at them in comparison to really know the difference, but I mean, it looks pretty similar, you know what I'm saying? But hey, if you guys like the dyes, and you want to get them, for pretty cheap, I'd say, compared to like the price you'll be paying on the auction house and stuff, you can get them here. So yeah, there's some dyes, there's going to be new skins and stuff. Make sure to at least check it out, because you can always buy them on the auction house as well. But if you plan on buying anything on the store, please use code ModCraft. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh yeah, once again, completely forgot, on screen, there is going to be 3 or maybe even 4 movies. There's going to be Ironman to Hyperion, Mining to Hyperion, Farming to Hyperion, and then probably like maybe like a playlist or like a recommended video that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy. Now, I think these videos are great. They're like, as you guys know, they're full series. So if you haven't seen them, make sure to check them out. They're really good, great background noise if you're just playing the game or whatever. If you watch this full video, then I'm sure you'll enjoy those because they're a lot more polished and they're like the full thing. So yeah, without further ado, see you guys next time. Make sure to check out those videos. Use code MODCRAFT. Already said all. Okay, I appreciate you guys. And if you have any suggestions as well, leave comments down below. I read all the comments, so please do that. Anyway, see ya. Okay, so you might have noticed that I didn't end up getting the Terminator. Now, that is the reason why, first of all, I named this 100 hours on Ironman profile, because getting this Terminator is obviously going to be a lot harder than I expected. I mean, previously all I've done is grind Hyperions, and to be honest, the Hyperion video was 7 hours long, which is obviously, it took me like 2 months to make. I really want to make more content for you guys, and I really want to, especially at the end of the year here, I really want to get a bunch of stuff out because I do plan on going on holidays for a bit, which means that like if I don't get a lot of videos out now, it could be like 6 months before my next upload, which I really don't want to do. And I also want to maybe make some different videos than the ones I normally make. Like I would love to make some beginner guides for Skyblock because I think that Skyblock does a really, really bad job of introducing players to the game. So making early game beginner guides where people can actually comprehend how the game works, I feel like that'd be really helpful for people. And unfortunately that does mean that Ironman Terminator is being suspended indefinitely. I mean, I'm not gonna like delete the profile or anything, but you know, I don't plan on coming back to it. Maybe, you know, maybe if there's like a power creep in Skyblock or like something happens where, you know, doing tier 4 Enderman becomes a lot easier, I'll think about it. But honestly, like right now, if I want to make a video, it's gonna take me like 20 hours of doing tier 1 Enderman just to get like an armor set. And like, I really think that 20 hours could go way better into like so many other places in terms of content creation. So, unfortunately, Ironman Terminator is going to be, you know, paused. Like, I'm not deleting the profile. I could come back to it. I just probably am not going to. But yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed the video either way. If you guys want to see me actually succeed at a bunch of stuff, on the screen right now is obviously going to be, you know, a bunch of other videos that I've made. Once again, use code MODCRAFT on the Hypixel store. I know I've mentioned that a bunch probably throughout this video. And yeah, without further ado, hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, I mean, I'll see you guys next time. I'm really sorry about this, but hopefully the content coming will make up for the fact that I was unable to finish this. And honestly, like, I just didn't have any scale for like how difficult this would be as a challenge. And now that I do, I'm realizing that like it's just not worth the effort. It's just like, maybe it's the fact that I've been playing Skyblock for 6 years and I don't really have that love for the game in terms of like grinding really tedious things, but like I just don't genuinely think I have it in me. I think I'm more likely to never upload a video again than I am to get this Terminator, which is not something I like hearing. So yeah.